All right. I am back. That was aggravating. Now I gotta wait for everyone to rejoin. That was disappointing. Hello, Fire Bro. I don't know what happened. It just did it on that. Ruining everything. Hello, Heartseeker. Hello, Pepsi Cola. Welcome back. Lorenzo's back. Yeah, the stream fell asleep. I guess so. It just said, hmm. Hello, Alex. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, like, every once in a while, there might be like a blip in the internet. It'll be like reconnecting, and then it'll come right back. But it said reconnecting, and it wouldn't go away. So I don't know what happened there. I feel so bad because we had a nice big crowd, and not everyone left when that happened. I'm so sad. 6 hours. No, 6 hours starting now. I've already been doing it for 2 hours. And we still have 4 more hours. I have things to do today. We're ending it at 4 o'clock my time. All right. So the Komodo dragons took us out. Live chat on. Thank you. Pepsi Cola joined the Geodudes. Welcome, Pepsi Cola. Oh, sorry, Chris. Yeah. No, it was my internet. My internet decided to blip out, and the only thing I could do was just disconnect and restart it. 25K. Yay, Pepsi Cola. Welcome, welcome. Heartseekers waiting for esoteric plant and tree questions. Well, I might be in here. Now, feel free. Channel members get to spam the emojis. Feel free. That's what they're there for. Go crazy. This is a party after all. And we're going to answer some trivia. Who can tell? Because we're still talking about islands. And then please like the stream, so that we can get our crowd back. Because we had such a good crowd. We had so many likes. Please click the like button so that we can get this one going now. Look at my cats. Look at the mud. Awesome. Royal's here. Hey, Royal. Awesome. So I have all of this coming week's videos filmed. So next week, I have next Monday's already filmed, but not edited. So I'll get my new channel members' names on that video when I edit it tonight. So look forward to seeing that probably tomorrow for channel members, but next week for everyone else. It's about Paraguay. Moving on, the island of Ibiza, known for its vibrant nightlife, is part of which archipelago? Veer's here. Which archipelago? Thanks, Pepsi Cola. It is the Balearic Islands. Good job, Lorenzo. It's in the Balearic Islands. Veer's still dying. Veer's still struggling with Spanish. If anyone can help out Veer with their Spanish, that would be awesome. Who can tell me what is the smallest island nation in the world? Heartseeker, I'm sorry about that. And it is, of course, Nauru. Good job to Alex. The answer is Nauru. Lo-fi ASMR is really coming back in, I feel like in vogue in the ASMR world. I guess that works, Veer. I'm sure that you know Spanish better than me. I only know enough to talk to 4-year-olds in preschools. Can you tell me which island is often referred to as the Emerald Isle? The Emerald Isle. Nauru is a race from World of Warcraft? No way. That's crazy. And it is, of course, Ireland. Good job to Ryan for getting it first. It is Ireland. Manhattan Island can be found in which U.S. city? Manhattan Island is in which U.S. city? Of course, it's in New York City. Good job to Alex for getting it first. It's in New York City. The island of Tasmania is part of which country? Tasmania is part of which country? Australia. Good job to Ryan for getting it first. It's in Australia. Australia. What is the name of the island where French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled? It is St. Helena. Good job to Ella for getting it first. It was St. Helena. Good job, Ella, for St. Helena. Ella for St. Helena. Elba as well. Well, he was permanently exiled. Which island is nicknamed the Island of the Gods? I'm like snacking now. The Island of the Gods. It is Bali. Good job, Alex. It is Bali. Bali, Bali, Bali. All right, here's a number, but it's percentages, so you know it's between 1 and 100, okay? What percentage of Madagascar's biodiversity is found nowhere else on Earth? Hey, Callum, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You have new emojis for my celebratory live stream. It is more than 40%, more than 70%. It is 90%. Good job, Ryan. 90% of Madagascar's biodiversity is found nowhere else in the world. How cool is that? Madagascar is so cool. I wonder if I can edit the title. Let me see if I go like this. Oh, good. It says my internet is excellent. Sabumafu is from Madagascar. Just like Socotra. That's so true. Emojis. There's all of them. Awesome. Oh, here. There's a big button that says edit. 25K subscriber party. There we go. We need that too. I know Hearthseeker, right? It's only 90s kids know Zaboomafoo. What is it? Not Gen X. What's the one after millennials? They all know King Julian. But the millennials say Zaboomafoo. Gen Z, thank you. The Zoomers, they say King Julian. The millennials say Zaboomafoo. All right. Now this I did not know. I'm not sure if I believe this fact, but I'm going to ask it while I fact check it. Which country has the largest number of inhabited islands at 10,000? The most inhabited islands. Let me see. Country with most inhabited islands. See, now Google says something different. Google says something different. Number of islands by country 2025. But it has to be inhabited island. Inhabited islands. So I don't know if I believe this. Let me double check the answers. You guys are all saying Indonesia. Let's see what we've got. We've got Sweden, Philippines, France, Canada, Seychelles, Greece, Indonesia, Norway, Papua New Guinea. Islands that are inhabited. Which country has the most islands that have people actually living on them? Let me see if this is right. Yeah, that's what it says. Oh, now here's something that backs up what the book says. Yeah, look at this. All right, the most. Okay, so it is not Indonesia. Indonesia has 6,000 inhabited islands. This country has 10,000 inhabited islands. That's crazy. It's not France either. It is the United States. Of Alex. 10,000 islands? See, I don't know if I believe that. That's a lot of islands. Inhabited? Lots of small cabins on lakes? Maybe. And South Korea is third. That makes sense. Heartseeker's like, as an American, we should have 11,000. That's the American mindset, right? The American mindset is, why don't we have more of that? That's been America's philosophy since like 1803. We should have more. Can you tell me which island group is known for its connection to the mutiny on the Royal Navy vessel HMS Bounty in 1789? Manifest Island Destiny. Not Tahiti. Tahiti's where they were sailing to. But can you tell me which island group did the mutineers sail to? Not the Galapagos. The mutineers sailed to these islands that weren't inhabited, and Andre knows it's the Pitcairn Islands. The Pitcairn Islands were uninhabited. The first inhabitants were the mutineers on the Bounty. And most of the people that live there today, I think like 99% of the population there, are descendants of those mutineers. Isn't that crazy? The Pitcairn Islands. The Pitcairns. This one's easy. Which volcanic island nation in the North Atlantic Ocean is famous for its geothermal activity, glaciers, and rugged landscape? Easy peasy, peasy, peasy. It is Iceland. Good job, Andre, for getting that first. It is Iceland. Iceland, of course. Can you tell me which inhabited is the key word, inhabited island is the most remote in the world? Hey, Cappy, welcome. Enjoy your new emojis just for this chat. The most remote inhabited island is Tristan da Cunha. Good job, Alex. It is Tristan da Cunha. Is the farthest you can be from anywhere, any other place in the world. Any other people in the world is on Tristan da Cunha. These candies are waking me up. Which island is known as the Island of Spice due to its production of nutmeg and mace? Nutmeg being the key word. The Island of Spice, known for nutmeg. It is not Zanzibar. Nutmeg and mace are their two biggest crops on this island. Nutmeg and mace on this island. In the Caribbean, it's Grenada. Good job to Andre. It is Grenada. Very famous for its nutmeg. I know, Alex, you should have just guessed. You would have got it. Which small island in the Mediterranean Sea is famous for its ancient history, including the Minoan civilization? Which island did the Minoans live on? It was on Crete. Good job to Andre. It was Crete. All right, another number one. How many island countries are there? You've been to Knossos. That's amazing. I wish I could go. Well, Andre says they've been there, so that's even better than Googling, just going there. That's like self-Googling. It is more than 40. At least one. At least 1 foot. At least 3 feet. It is less than 70. If not 2. More than 40, less than 70. Less than 65. Less than 53. Less than 48. Less than 48, but more than 40. I think we've narrowed it down. Who's going to get it? More than 40, but less than 48. Let's just see who's going to get it. Who's going to get it? No one's got it yet. Leave 7 answers. Who's it going to be? Oh, we've got the sirens outside. They're coming for us. Madi got it. It is 46. Good job to Madi. It is 46 island countries in the world. If I were me, I'd be like, name them. No, thank you. Oh my gosh, name 46 countries? No, thank you. Which island group did Charles Darwin famously visit on his voyage on the HMS Beagle? An Animaniac song, right? Heartseeker, I think we're the same age. And of course, it's the Galapagos. Good job to Ella for getting it first. Go ahead, channel members, throw up your mud emojis for the Galapagos mud. Heartseeker, how many Animaniac songs do you know? Because I hardcore memorized. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Morocco, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam. So on and so forth. I loved Animaniacs. Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany now are one piece. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait, and Bahrain. The Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal. France, England, Denmark, and Spain. India, Pakistan. I'll stop. I love Animaniac songs. That's what I grew up on. I loved Animaniacs as a kid. I'm putting away the eggs. I'm busting out Animaniacs. Then I can also go Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. There's Montgomery, Alabama, south of Helena, Montana. Then there's Denver, Colorado, next to Boise, Idaho. Texas has Austin. Then we go north to Massachusetts, Boston, and Albany, New York, Tallahassee, Florida, Washington, D.C., Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nashville, Tennessee. So on and so forth. I'm going to put away the sugar now. Continuing. What's the most populous island, guys? What's the most populous island in the world? It's Java. Good job, Lorenzo. It is Java. Heartseeker's born to be a lawyer, raised to be a geographic nerd with cartoons, right? What's funny is Animaniacs wasn't even supposed to be like an educational show. It was just silly, but they did educational songs every once in a while, and it was great. They did, what's the space one? I sing the planets one a lot, but I can't remember how it starts. It's a great big universe, and we're all really puny. We're just tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney. So on and so forth. There's a whole space song, too. Anyway. I'm gonna skip these ones. They're too sciencey. Oh, and that's the end of the president's one. George Washington was the first you see. He once chopped down a cherry tree. President number 2 would be John Adams, and then number 3, Tom Jefferson, stayed up all night to write the what was it? Late at night. So he and his wife had a great big fight. She made him sleep on the couch all night. Started a rabbit hole. I love Animaniacs. What was it? I mentioned it. What video was it? It was a video recently where I mentioned Ulysses Grant and I started singing the song. Was it Ulysses Simpson Grant who would scream and rage and rant while drinking whiskey, although risky because he'd spilled it on his pants? Anyway, let's move on to mountains. Or let me see, what's the next category after this? Ooh, natural hazards. We'll do some science. You guys, there's a whole picture round that I played. I saw a picture quiz and I'm like, I'm playing it, I'm playing it. All right, let's do mountains. Then we'll do natural disasters. Which mountainous area is known as the roof of the world? Oh, what country? It was a country in Africa that had a statue of Ulysses Grant. Himalayas is awfully close. It's a specific part of the Himalayas. Specific part of the Himalayas. Tibet, I'll take that. It's the Tibetan Plateau. Jump to Alex. The Tibetan Plateau is known as the roof of the world. Roof of the world. The Tibetan Plateau, to be specific. Oh, wow. Let me just read this out. It says the Alps mountain range. Heartseeker has an answer on Control C. Let's see if it comes up. The Alps mountain range includes many famous mountains, but which one, up until 2023, was featured on the packaging of the Swiss chocolate bar Toblerone? I cannot even picture the box art for Toblerone, but it was the Matterhorn. Good job to Andre for getting it first. It was the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn. The Matterhorn. I can picture the bumps and the logo, but no insignia. It has a bear on it. Awesome. What's the highest peak in Africa? What's the highest peak in Africa? Africa. It is Kilimanjaro. Good job, Alex. Mount Kilimanjaro, which is a great name. If you were trekking in the high Tatras, which country would you be in? Earthseeker blesses the rains down in Africa. The high Tatras would be in which country? It is Slovakia. Good job to Ella. It is in Slovakia. I thought it was Slovenia, but that was something else. The Tatras are Slovakia. What is the highest mountain in Australia? And don't worry about spelling. Spelling is fine. Julian Alps in Slovenia. That's what I was thinking of. The Mountains, the 3 mountains in Slovenia. What's the highest mountain in Australia? Do not worry about spelling. It is very weird. I'll take that, Lorenzo. It's Kosciuszko. No one's got it right. It is very complicated spelling. Only Polish people can spell it right. Or Australians, I guess. Mount Kosciuszko. I'll write it in the chat so you can see. I'll write it in the chat. Make sure I get it right too. Kosciuszko. Mount Kosciuszko. Which mountain range stretches along the western coast of South America? Which mountain range stretches along the western coast of South America? It is, of course, the Andes. Good job to Alex for getting it first. It is the Andes Mountains. Speaking of Mount Kilimanjaro, in which country is it located? In which country can you find Mount Kilimanjaro? It's in Tanzania. Good job to Andre. See, now, Kenya wishes it was in Kenya. You can see it from Kenya, but it's in Tanzania, just below the border between Tanzania and Kenya. But it's in Tanzania. Kenya would fight tooth and nail for that mountain if they could, but it's in Tanzania. See, now Kenyan propaganda would tell you it's in Kenya. What is the highest peak in South America? South America's highest peak is what? And again, spelling is whatever, as long as I know what you're trying to say. This is slightly complicated spelling. Let me summon my kitten. Do you see her in the background? Let me get some paper. Get a Post-it note. I need this Post-it note. Aconcagua. Good job, Ella, who spelled it right too. Aconcagua. Let's see. No kittens. usually summons a kitten. No kittens. No kitties. She's probably like having a drink of water. Come on. We'll try again later. What is the longest mountain range in the world? Above the ocean. The longest mountain range is underwater, but what's the longest above land? It is not the Rockies. It is the Andes again. Good job, Alex. The Andes Mountains is the longest mountain range. Besides the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, right? I think that's what it's called. It literally runs from like Iceland to Antarctica, but that doesn't count because it's underwater. What is the highest peak in Europe? There's a kitten. There we go. It is not Mont Blanc technically. It's Mount Elbrus. Good job to Lorenzo. I know I thought Mont Blanc, like automatically you think of Mont Blanc, but it is Mount Elbrus is technically in Europe. Technically in Europe. So it is Mount Elbrus. Which mountain is known for its association with Greek mythology and is the highest mountain in Greece? What's the highest mountain in Greece? Come give me the baby. Give me babies. I have to reach down. Who got that first? Andre got it first. Andre got it first. Mount Olympus. Don't. I'm not ready yet. Stay here. Kitten time. Mount Athos is prettier. I'd agree with that. She says, put me down. She's a little fighter. Usually kittens, you hold them and they're just floppy. She's a little fighter. She does not want to be held. She does not want to be held. Thank you, Andre, for the Bonnie Blues. For the Bonnie Blues. Miss Bonbon. We call her Bonbon more than anything else. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Let's see. What is the highest peak in Asia? Your big old brown eyes. I've never seen a cat with such brown eyes before. And of course, it's Mount Everest. Good job to Andre for getting it first. It's Mount Everest. She does not want to be. Look, don't you want to say hi to everybody? No. She says no. No, help me. Oh gosh, you're starting to get sharp again. We gotta trim you up again. All right. I love her. She's gonna jump down soon. She's gonna be like, what is this nonsense? The cutest moment of our day, the kitten was the most horrifying day of their life. No, don't say that. So far, her worst day was her first trip to the vet. She did not like the vet. She did not know how to react to that. She did not handle the vet very well until they gave her snacks, and she loved it. Which mountain range shares its name with one of the Titans in Greek mythology, as well as a name for a book of maps? Oops. Kitten. It's the Atlas Mountains. Good job to Ella. Let's see. She has the Atlas Mountains. Look, she scratched me up. She's found a piece of paper. The most exciting toy in the world. The best toy ever. Pieces of paper. She's so good. Which mountain range runs along the eastern coast of Australia? I should have put her blankie up here so she would sleep. I have my electric blankie down here. It keeps my feet warm while I'm filming. The blue now. I'm going to unplug the electricness though. so it'll reach. Oh no, it'll reach. Here, do you want a cozy blanket? No, she wants the piece of paper. Cozy blanket. If you want to be cozy, you can be right there. The Great Dividing Range. Good job, Alex. It is the Great Dividing Range. No, she wants pieces of paper. Let me get you another Post-it. The Great Dividing Range. Let's see. In which country can you find the Southern Alps? The Southern Alps. Oh, that's not as fun. It has to make noise. Not Monaco, not France, not Switzerland. It's New Zealand. Good job, Lorenzo. The Southern Alps are in New Zealand. New Zealand, New Zealand, New Zealand. My good girl. What's the highest mountain in the British Isles? This ball's not small enough, huh? It is Ben Nevis. Good job to Andre. Ben Nevis. Call them the New Alps. Oh, they're the Southern Alps. They're in the south. Oops, oops, oops. Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna jump down for it. No. Let me rescue the pig. Where'd it go? There's a different one. This is. Oh no. Oh no, baby. Now she runs back up. All right, this is hopeless. She's just gonna knock it off. Here we go. All right. Okay. Where are the Transylvanian Alps located? In Romania. Good job to Alex. In Romania. It is Romania. Romania. What is the world's most mountainous country? I'm sure you don't, Alex. I'm sure you just call them the Alps. I'm going to try to climb up. I know I'm helping you. There you go. Alex types with his ears. All right, kitten cam resumes. She wants to be back up. Back to kitten cam. Here we go. Your Post-it note go. It's right here. Grab it with my feet. That's very spiky. No, stay up there. Stay. I got it for you. Silly girl. Okay. Yes, I'm doing Serbia next to my filming. You'll see it next Tuesday. And we're seeing a lot of the Danube, and it's so pretty. As the Eastern, Middle, and Western Carpathians. Yeah, they're called that in English too. I've actually never heard Transylvanian Alps. It's the Carpathians. Lorenzo's visiting Romania this summer. Maybe you'll run into Alex. And the Danube deltas are magical paradise. The Danube's so pretty. What is the world's most mountainous country? Which country is the most mountains, like on average? And Eastern Orthodox churches, yeah, true. And Alex got it right off the bat. It's Bhutan. Good job to Alex. It is Bhutan. I think Nepal is number 2, followed by Lesotho. But Bhutan is number 1. Which mountain range forms a natural border between France and Spain? The Pyrenees. Good job to Alex. It's the Pyrenees Mountains. Good job, Alex. Airplane overhead. Here comes a rich person. Because we only get small aircraft and private jets here, so there goes like a millionaire flying over us right now in their jet. What is the highest peak in North America? It is Denali. Good job to Alex. Denali. She's very confused by water all the time. Brand new baby. Like, I still don't quite understand how water works. Jed likes to watch the toilet flush. He thinks it's like a water show. So the current administration is trying to change it back to Mount McKinley, which I think is silly because I think the reason they named it Mount McKinley is pretty silly because it's named after President McKinley, but it was named after someone during McKinley's presidential campaign when he was running for president. Someone who supported McKinley named the mountain after him. President McKinley never visited the mountain. And two, the local people have been calling it Denali for thousands and thousands of years. So it only makes sense that it's Denali. Mount McKinley is a silly name. The Great Smoky Mountains is part of which North American mountain range? The Appalachians. Good job to Hearthseeker. It is the Appalachians. The Appalachians. Oh, was that what you had on Control C? I need more cat toys up here for her other than paper. And I said it right, yeah. I try. Now, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to say this right. Oh, Mount Mitchell. Yeah, I don't have that. Sorry. That does not come up. The time I remembered how many P's and L's it had, Hearth had answered. True. Mons Huygens is the tallest mountain where? Where would you find Mons Huygens? Let me see. Mons Huygens. Huygens is how you say it. Mons Huygens, apparently. Let's see what how to pronounce says.
Mons Huygens.
This person says Huygens. Mons Huygens. Where can you find it? It's not on Titan. Not on Titan, Jodwin. Not on IO. All right, at 1 o'clock, which is in 4 minutes, I'm going to open the hot Cheetos and try to ask questions while eating hot Cheetos. It's on the moon. Good job, Hearthseeker. It's on the moon. It's the tallest mountain on the moon. Who made the first ascent to Mount Everest? Who were the first two people to reach the top of Everest? My New History magazine has a neat article about how they found the boot of an explorer who was lost on Everest like 100 years ago. Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary. Good job, Andre. Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary. Now, this one climber was trying to reach the summit in the 1920s and got lost, and they just found, like a month ago, they found one of his boots. And the sock that was in the boot had his name embroidered in it. So it's giving more of an indication because they were like, did he reach the top before he passed, But they're saying probably not. but they're not revealing where the boot was found so that people don't try to go and find it, which is smart. What is the highest mountain in the solar system? Snatch kitten. He may have fell from the top. It is Olympus Mons. I'll give that to Andre. This poor kid, she does not want to be held. She says, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It is Olympus Mons. Olympus Mons. So Mount Everest is the highest mountain from sea level. But of course, we have seamounts, which are mountains that are in the ocean, basically islands. Can you tell me what's the highest seamount? It's not Mauna Loa. Not Mauna Loa. From base on the seafloor to the top, what's the highest? It's Mauna Kea. Good job, Alex. Mauna Kea. I think Mauna Loa is higher at sea level, but Mauna Kea is deeper in the ocean. So it's like, if you want to be technical, what's the biggest mountain on the planet is Mauna Kea. The tallest above sea level is Mount Everest. The highest in space is Chimborazo in Ecuador. You want to be technical. I talked about this in my video about Everest over the holidays when I did viewer's choice. I got my map out and mapped out all of these mountains for you guys. All right, moving on to natural hazards. Oblate spheroid. Yeah, isn't that what the Earth is shaped as? It's not round. It's like this. The Earth is shaped like this. What did you call me? You guys are funny. You guys are funny. We got a kitten back here. Kitten cam. Oh, she's so cute. All right, this next category is natural hazards. Let's talk about some disasters and hazards around the world. Which natural hazard is characterized by a sudden shaking of the ground? This is like the easiest of all the science categories, I think. It's an earthquake. It hits me like an earthquake. The bike and my heart race. Oh no, Cappy's cat didn't like the kitten. Oh no. No. We love the kitten. We love kittens. Oh, his tail fluffed up. Oh no. Don't be scared of the baby. She's just little. She's just a little monster. A tectonic hazard occurs when oh, never mind. This is which is not a tectonic hazard. Never mind. We'll skip that one. The cats can't tell if it's a cat on the screen because they share a brain cell. Isn't that so true? What is the point on the Earth's surface directly above where an earthquake originates from? Let's try some science here. The cat's sitting on the book, so I'm not going to be able to ask you like a page of questions. Oh, look at my baby. Hi, silly girl. Oh, what do you see? It's an epicenter. So cute. Good job, Andre. It's an epicenter. What do you see, kitten? What is that? What is that? So strange. She is so cute. Thank you, Andre. She's the best. Oh, Cappy's cat is scared of everything. I'm sorry. Can you tell me which scale is used to measure magnitude of earthquakes? What is used to measure the magnitude of an earthquake? It's a Richter scale. Good job to Alex. The Richter scale. Richter scale. Richter scale. Which natural hazard is characterized by a rapid flow of snow down a slope? Rapid flow of snow down a slope. What is that called? An avalanche. Good job to Alex. It is an avalanche. Avalanche. I don't know why you're dirty, little cat. You've got little dirty flecks on you. I don't know where those came from. All right, the cat has moved off the book. Me trying to snowboard, right? Let's see who knows this one. I'm just going to read it. It says, what is the term for a fast-moving mixture of hot volcanic matter, or tephra, and gases that flow along the ground from certain volcanic eruptions in a thick and turbulent cloud? And Andre already knows it's a pyroclastic flow. Good job, Andre. Pyroclastic flow. Pyroclastic flow. Like the most dangerous of lava flows because it's really, really fast and it will take you out. That's true. Heartseeker, Mount St. Helens did have a big pyroclastic flow. Yeah, right, Andre. This is like school geography lessons. Which famous fault line in California is notorious for its potential to produce large earthquakes? So I felt one of them. It is the San Andreas. Good job, Alex. The San Andreas fault. San Andreas fault. What's the term for a large bowl-shaped depression on top of a volcano, usually formed after a major eruption? Do you want to say hello again? It is a caldera. Good job, Andre, for getting it first. A caldera. Kitten. Oh, kitten. Oh. What is it, kitty? Oh, get in. Get in. Oh. Get in. Oh, good job, Veer. I'm glad you got your hard thing done. You have an hour left. You got this, Veer. You'll be fine. All right. Now let's see. This is kind of a trick question. This got me. Can you tell me which volcanic eruption in 1815 on the island of Sumbawa, Indonesia, is considered one of the most powerful eruptions in recorded history? Is she settling on the blanket? I should turn it on so it'll get warm and she'll stay. You see. Turn on your blanket. This is what we used when we first got her. See, now it's not Krakatoa. Andre is awfully close. I'll give it to Andre. It's Mount Tambora. Mount Tambora. Yeah, Krakatoa was not 1815. But it comes up later, so we'll hold on to Krakatoa because, you think Indonesia, huge eruption, Krakatoa, but it's not Krakatoa. It was Mount Tambora. Mount Tambora. Oh, she's making biscuits. She's a biscuit baby. Biscuit babies. Oh. Our seeker's like Control C time for Krakatoa. Oh, that's okay, Andre. No one was going to get it. 1910s? No. But I won't say because it's going to come up later. Hold on to Krakatoa, you guys. Hold on to Krakatoa. Silly girl. Which oceanic hazard can be triggered by underwater earthquakes, posing a significant hazard to coastal regions? A tsunami. Good job to Alex. It is a tsunami. We want to see the biscuits. You making biscuits? It feels nice when it's warm. Yeah, girlie. With the first 2 days we had her, she was just glued to this warm blanket. She loves it. Let's see. The world's largest earthquake ever recorded was on May 22nd, 1960, at a 9.5 in which country? 9.5 earthquake. We're waiting for Krakatoa, but no, this was Chile. Good job, Alex. It was in Chile, the Valdivia earthquake. I mentioned it in my last Chile video because the place I talked about, Biobío, was very near Valdivia, so they got affected by the earthquake. Oh, you're melting. Hi, happy girl. Hi, happy girls. If I was smart, I would have grabbed her little licky snacks and had her do some ASMR for you guys with her licky snacks. Right there. Oh well. Can you tell me The biggest volcanic eruption ever recorded in North America in 1980. It was Mount St. Helens. Good job to Alex. Mount St. Helens. Mount St. Helens. Mount St. Helens. Oh, cozy girl. Cozy. Oh, she's got bees inside of her too. Wow, there's bees in there. There's bees inside my cat. Can you tell me which eruption in 1883 is thought to be the loudest sound ever heard on Earth at 310 decibels? And that is Krakatoa. Good job, Alex. That is Krakatoa. It says, for reference, an atomic bomb is 280 decibels. Krakatoa was 310 decibels. The loudest sound ever heard on Earth was the eruption of Krakatoa. Thank you very much for the candies, the caramels. You're welcome. Oh, and then you lose me. Chipotle causes 120 decibels. In the bathroom, maybe. Yeah, you lose me after that, Veer. Sorry about that. Yeah, but if anyone here knows Spanish, not Mr. Cannibals. I don't think that's what Veer is trying to say. Which hazard is caused by rising temperature and low rainfall? It's not Greek, Andre, it's Spanish. Oh, I said I'd eat hot Cheetos and try to answer the questions. Rising temperature and low rainfall causes what hazard? It is drought. Good job to Alex. It is drought. All right. I'm going to try to ask these while eating hot Cheetos. I've not had hot Cheetos since the last time we did this stream, which was over a year ago. I'm going to open this without disturbing kittens. There we go. All right. Here we go. Hot Cheetos and asking trivia questions. Cheers. What natural hazard is characterized by a mass movement of rocks, earth, and debris down a slope? It is a rock slide. Good job to Hearth for getting it first. It is a a landslide technically, but rock slide is the same thing. What's wrong? It's okay. Oh, you've never smelled hot Cheetos before. That's a brand new smell to kittens. What is that? That smells funky. No, Veer left the pizza in the oven and it burned. I'm so sorry. Get some water. All right, we're giving that to Andre for landslide, even though a rock slide is the exact same thing as a landslide. Which natural hazard is characterized by the rapid rotation of a column of air? Because over here, the kitten is getting curious. You can't have hot Cheetos, you're a baby. That is not for cats. No, stay. Be cute. Stay there. Well-wisher got it first. It's a tornado. Good job, Well-wisher. It is a tornado. All right, let me eat a hot Cheeto and ask this next question. There's a big hot Cheeto. Which, if you don't know, this is just a cheese-flavored puff of corn with hot spices on it. Oh, that wasn't hot at all. Which hazard's characterized by an unplanned and uncontrolled burning in an area of vegetation? Unplanned and uncontrolled burning in an area of vegetation is a wildfire. Good job to hearth. It was a wildfire. Wildfire. It's charred. No, like Veer's pizza. Just like Veer's pizza. Yeah, Veer's pizza is unplanned and uncontrolled. What do you see? What do your elf eyes see? What are you looking at? Are you looking at the cord? Oh. She says I want to play with it. It looks like a toy. Uh-oh. Well, come on then, if you want to come on. She says it's not stable. You're sitting too upright. It's not a toy. She wants the cord. No, you can't play with that. She's so cute. Thank you, Humphrey. I agree. Aw, you're glad it's over. I guess so. She does have a little bit of potty trouble, but that will be fixed once she's fixed. We hope. Back to natural disasters. What scale is used to measure tornado intensity? I'm gonna get hot Cheetos ready to go. I'm gonna get like a bunch so they're super hot. What is used to measure tornadoes? It's the Fujita scale. Good job, Heartseeker. The Fujita scale measures tornado intensity. Whoa. Oh. I gotta turn the page. I have hot Cheetos in this hand. Pardon me. All right, here we go. I'm going to ask this while I'm eating hot Cheetos. There it is. Which river's been responsible for some of the worst flooding disasters in the 19th and 20th centuries? Heartseeker knows it's the Yellow River. Good job, Heartseeker. It's China's sorrow. The Yellow River. All right. Well, that's... Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. I'm so weak, but I usually don't eat things that are this level of hot. Because I'm debating, should I do a number question, but it's in feet? Or a science one, but it's complicated. So I think I'll just skip them. We won't do any more natural disasters. I got Cheeto dust all over this page. Whoops. Let's see. There's another one that's just geography. Rivers, lakes, and estuaries. Rivers, lakes, and estuaries. What's the longest river in the world? Baby girl. It is the Nile. Good job to Andre. The Nile River. Nile River. In which continent can you find the Mekong River? Baby. It is in Asia. Good job, Lorenzo. I'll take that. It's in Asia. Where is she wandering off to? I think she's looking for hot Cheetos. Let me move this up. We take a break from hot Cheetos. Up out of her grasp. There we go. Which river forms part of the border between the United States and Mexico? Thank you, and there it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a kitten. The Rio Grande. Good job to Alex. It's the Rio Grande. Rio Grande. Rio Grande. The Ganges River in India is sacred to which religion? The Ganges River is sacred to which religion? Hinduism. Good job to Lorenzo for getting it first. It is Hinduism. Hinduism. 3, 4. How many European countries does the Danube go through? We might even name them. Speaking of the Danube, how many countries does the Danube run through? It's more than 6. At least 1. At the very least. It is more than 7. It is 10. Good job to Alex. Let me get my pencil. Let me get a pencil. Let's see if we can get them all. Which countries does the Danube go through? Shout them out. Germany. Oh gosh, Germany. We have Serbia for ombre. Thank you, Peter. We're at 6 a.m. in Sydney. Good morning to you. Andre's got Romania and Hungary. Lorenzo's got Austria. Oh no, Alex has Austria. Alex got Ukraine. Ella has Slovakia. There's 3 more you guys haven't said. Double checking. Alex has Moldova. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more rivers with the Danube. 2 more rivers, 2 more countries. Bulgaria. Ella's got Bulgaria. We already did Slovakia. 1 more country. It's Croatia. Good job to Ombre. Croatia. We got them all. Croatia. Moving on. Which rivers has carved out the Grand Canyon? What is she looking at? There we go. Get cozy, baby girl. The Colorado, as we say in America, not Colorado. It's the Colorado, like it's totally rad. Colorado. Good job to Alex. The Colorado River. We already said this one, but which river goes through London? Which river goes through London? It's the Thames. Good job, Alex. I think we got it last time. The Thames River. All right, here's a number 1 in meters. How about that? Numbers in meters. The Ombla River in Croatia is one of the world's shortest rivers, but how short is it in meters? How short is it? I'm still feeling a little bit of burn. I think that means I need to eat more gummy candies. Obviously. It is more than 7. More than 9.5. It's not that short. I don't even think it can be a river if you're only 9 meters. That's just a stream. Less than 100. Less than 68. Less than 55. Less than 42. Less than 40. Less than 35. Less than 32. More than 25. All right. Do with that what you will. Let's see who gets it. Let's see who's going to be the one to get it. Who's going to be the one to get it? Who's going to be the one to... Secret. Oh, what a pretty girl. Andre got it at 30. Good job, Andre. It's 30 meters. Very short river. Very, very short. Even though we kind of just talked about this, a well known river in China is named after its unusual color caused by the sediment it transports. What is its name? The Yellow River. Good job to Alex for getting that first. The Yellow River, the Huanghe River. The Mississippi River flows into which body of water? And there is an incorrect answer for this. The Gulf of Mexico. That is the correct answer. Good job, Andre. The Gulf of Mexico. There's the Gulf of Mexico. What's the longest river in Australia? Exactly, Heartseeker. It is the Murray. Good job to Lorenzo. The Murray River. The Murray River. Look at that sleepy face. The blanket's nice and cozy hot. Oh, yeah, it's very warm. The Murray River. Can you tell me what an estuary is? Yes, the difference between Alex, Andre, and Andre. Well, there's Alex and then there's Andre. Alaska's more than 12,000 rivers. That's pretty cool. I'll take that, Hearth. It's where saltwater and freshwater meet. It's where a freshwater river meets a saltwater body, usually the ocean, right? Yeah, it says an area where water at a river's mouth meets the sea. Yes. Yeah, there's Alex and there's Andre. All right. North Carolina does have a massive estuary. That's true. Speaking of, it says, at its end, the Nile has numerous channels carrying water away from the main channel. What is the name given to this type of estuary? What type of estuary does the Nile have? A delta. Good job to Lorenzo. A delta, because delta is in Greek, is pyramid shaped like that. So it's when a river fans out into the shape. Delta. Fan delta. Exactly. Lots of scientific ones I want to skip. In which country can you find the deepest lake in the world? Nile, Egypt, says Katie. I'm going to It is in Russia. Good job to Alex. It is Lake Baikal, of course, in Russia. Trying not to upset kittens. Oh, I found twins. Twins. Ooh, they're purple, yellow, and then blue and green. Let's do a poll. Most of these are like, which of these are not blah, blah, blah? Like a lot of them. So let's do one. So remember, don't put the answer in the chat. Vote for it in the poll, and we'll see if the chat can get it right overall. Which one of these is not one of the North American Great Lakes? Not a North American Great Lake. Which of these is not a Great Lake? Go ahead and vote. Don't say it in the chat. And I'll cut it off in a few seconds. Look at Sleepy Girl. Let's move this over again. If I can. I don't think I can. Here we go. Oh, sleepy, sleepy. We've knocked around. Let's see what the chat's saying. It's doing pretty good. All right, let's close off the vote in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And closing the poll. So chat voted for Lake Tahoe, and that is correct. Tahoe is in the border of California and Nevada. It is not one of the Great Lakes. Not one of the Great Lakes. Good job, you guys. Good job. What lake is on the border of Peru and Bolivia? This was another Animaniac song. It's Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca in between Bolivia and Peru. I can't remember the next line, but it ended in blue. Lake Titicaca. It's like the sky is so clear and so blue. Lake Titicaca, oh Lake Titicaca, why do we sing of its fame? Lake Titicaca, oh Lake Titicaca, it's because we like saying its name, Titicaca. Thank you, KD, I appreciate that. The Great Cornholio is from there, that's so true. Heartseeker, you and I are from the exact same cultural era. That's so funny. The exact same cultural area. Can you tell me which Scottish lake is famous for being the home of a mythical monster? It is, of course, Loch Ness. Good job to Alex. It is Loch Ness. Loch Ness. Loch Ness. Loch Ness. It says a popular tourist destination, Lake Bled, is found in which country? Lake Bled. Lake Bled. Lake Bled's in Slovenia. Good job, Alex, for getting that first. It is Slovenia. 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 All right. Last question. It does have that island with the church on it, yes. Last question. This one's going to be hard. What is a scientist who studies lakes, rivers, and other freshwater systems known as? Dun, dun, dun. This one's hard. I only know this because this gives me an A, B, C, and D, and A, C, and D are like obviously not it. Who can tell me the name of the scientist that studies lakes, rivers, and freshwater systems? A fluviotrician? It's not, but I love that word. That's great. All right, we officially have 2.5 hours left in the stream. Alex got it. It's limnology. Good job, Alex. It's a limnologist. Alex studied hydrology in uni. That's crazy. What are the odds of that? Hydromancer. That's when you do magic with lakes and rivers. All right, moving on to seas and oceans. How many oceans are there in the world? How many oceans are there in the world? There are 5. Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, Southern. 5 oceans. Which ocean is the saltiest? What is the saltiest of the 5 oceans? You have a 1 in 5 chance. Sinbad lied. Sinbad sailed the 7 seas, not 7 oceans. It is the Atlantic. Good job, well-wisher. The Atlantic is the saltiest for whatever reason. In which ocean can you find the Mariana Trench, the deepest known point in the ocean? And that's the Pacific. Good job, Alex. The Mariana Trench is in the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. How many oceans does the United States border? Another number. How many oceans does the United States border? Alex fell for it. Lorenzo fell for it. It's not 2. Wisher fell for it. It is 3. Good job, Ombre. Because don't forget Alaska. Alaska borders the Arctic Ocean. Who forgot Alaska existed? Yes. Alaska borders the Arctic Ocean, so it's Pacific, Atlantic, Arctic. You guys fell for it. Gotcha. In a percentage, don't forget there's 12,000 rivers. It's true. Alaska does have 12,000 rivers. This is a percentage, so it's 1 through 100. How much of the world's oceans have we explored? How much of the world's oceans have we explored in a percentage? Oh, stretchy girl. Less than, oh, never mind. Alex got it. It's 5%. We've explored 5% of the ocean. Surface or volume? Just all of it, I guess. I don't know. I guess by volume? I'm not sure. Which ocean is named after a mythological figure who holds the world on his shoulders? Ew, I'm sorry, Alex. That's the worst. The Atlantic, named after Atlas. Good job, Lorenzo. The Atlantic Ocean. Good job, Lorenzo. And yet adults can't see why kids love the taste of cinnamon toast. Hearth Seekers. We grew up at the exact same time. I'm sorry, Alex. That's very unfortunate. That's what my news is like all the time. It's horrible. Can you tell me what is the world's largest living structure in the ocean that's visible from space? It's the world's largest living structure. There we go. I'm going to give it to Andre. The Great Barrier Reef is its name. Great Barrier Reef. Good job, Andre. Great Barrier Reef. What is the world's smallest ocean? What is the smallest ocean, I guess, by area? It is the Arctic. Good job, Alex. It is the Arctic Ocean. Which ocean current is known for its warm, fast-moving flow from the Gulf of Mexico up the eastern coast of North America before crossing the Atlantic Ocean towards Europe? And then Well-Wisher knows it is the Gulf Stream. Good job, Well-Wisher. It is the Gulf Stream, of course, the Gulf Stream. What is the area called that's famous for its mysterious disappearances of ships and aircraft in the Atlantic Ocean? The Bermuda Triangle. Good job to Alex. It is the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle. The Aegean Sea is located between which two countries? The Aegean Sea. Aegean Sea. It's between Greece and Turkey. Good job, Alex. It's between Greece and Turkey. How about which sea is between Australia and New Zealand? Between Australia and New Zealand. Australia and New Zealand. It's the Tasman Sea. Good job to Lorenzo. It is the Tasman Sea. Good job, Lorenzo, for getting that first. The Sea of Marmara is an inland sea that borders which country? Oh no, the airplane woke you up. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, kitten. What are you looking at now? You're a crazy girl. She's ready to go find monsters. It is Turkey. Good job, Lorenzo. Borders Turkey. Turkey. The Cayman Trench is the deepest point in which sea? That's okay, Ruth. Go ahead. Cayman Trench is the deepest point in which sea? It is, of course, the Caribbean Sea. Good job to Alex for getting that first. It's the Caribbean Sea. Which sea separates northeastern Africa from the Arabian Peninsula? Yeah, Knight, it's supposed to be one, but my internet went out for the first one, so I had to make a new one. And it is the Red Sea. Good job to Well-Wisher. It is the Red Sea. Red Sea. What is the world's largest inland sea? The largest inland sea. The Caspian. Good job to Alex. It is the Caspian Sea. What is the shallowest sea in the world? The shallowest sea in the world. What is it? the Sea of Azov. Good job to Alex. It is the Sea of Azov, because it is disappearing. Which sea is located between Jordan and Israel? Woody, you should probably refresh, because you're probably behind the stream, so you can see the chat before you see my stream. And it is the Dead Sea. Good job to Andre for getting that first. It is the Dead Sea. Dead Sea, Dead Sea, Dead Sea. What sea borders Ukraine, Turkey, and Georgia? What sea borders Ukraine, Turkey, and Georgia? It is the Black Sea. Good job to Alex. It is the Black Sea, Black Sea. Good job, Alex. It's the Black Sea. Which sea is between southeastern Sweden and the countries of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania? Between Sweden and Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. It is the Baltic Sea. Good job to Alex for getting that first. It is the Baltic Sea, Baltic Sea, Baltic Sea, Baltic Sea. On which continent can you find the Weddell Sea? The Weddell Sea is on which continent? Continent. The Weddell Sea is in Antarctica. Good job to Alex. It is in Antarctica. Now here's one. Let's see who gets this. Let's see how fast you get this. Which sea's name is the same as a breed of dog? Which sea's name is the same as a breed of dog? Let's see if we can get this one. Same as a breed of dog. Andre's got it. It's Labrador. Good job to Andre. It is the Labrador Sea up in Canada. Labrador Sea. The Coral Sea is off the coast of which country? The Coral Sea is off the coast of which country? And it is Australia. Good job, Alex. It is off the coast of Australia. Which sea separates northeastern Africa from India and Pakistan? Is that phrased right? Hold on, let me see a map. You see, that's just the Indian. Let me see a map of this. Northeastern Africa. I would just say Eastern Africa. Let me see. Let me see a map. Yeah, okay. Eastern Africa, not Northeastern Africa. Eastern Africa from India. What sea is between... And there we go. Lorenzo's got it. The Arabian Sea. Good job to Lorenzo. I was like, that's not North Africa at all. It's East Africa. The Arabian Sea. Good job, Lorenzo. The Russian port of Vladivostok is located on which sea? Vladivostok is located on which sea? The Sea of Japan. Good job, Lorenzo. It is the Sea of Japan. The Sea of Japan, or East Sea, as some might call it. Now, which is the only sea in the world not to have a land boundary and is instead bounded by 4 currents? So that's why I said India, well-wisher. If I said like the Arabian Peninsula, that would be the Gulf of Aden, right? Or the Red Sea. That's why I said India. What's the only sea to not have a land boundary? What is it called? The only sea to not touch land is surrounded by streams or currents in the ocean. Do we know? This is a fun fact. I'm going to pull it up on the map to show you guys. She is sliding away on the plate. Andre does not know this, so I'm going to pull it up on a map, so once we get it, I'll show you. Oh, I want a map of it, not a picture of. There we go. The Lonely Sea. Hey, Justin. No results found on maps. Maybe the Wikipedia has a picture. There we go. Wikipedia has a picture of it. So yes, it is a sea in the Atlantic Ocean that is surrounded by currents. Like the Gulf Stream is one of them. And it's full of seaweed. It's full of very specific kind of seaweed, which is how it gets its name. So it's just this calm body of water surrounded by currents that all this seaweed winds up inside. So it's its own sea. And I'll give that to Lorenzo. It's the Sargasso Sea. Let me show you. The Sargasso Sea. Here's the picture of what it looks like. The Sargasso Sea. I'll try to show you without the glare. The Sargasso Sea right there. A whole body of water that's just sitting there all calm and quiet, surrounded by ocean currents. That's okay, Lorenzo. I got you. Isn't that cool? There's a whole body of water that doesn't touch land. It's its own thing. Let's see. I think all the rest in here are just science questions. Yep, that's it. All right. So we'll put this book aside. If you guys want the extra hard science questions, we'll go to that. But I really don't want to, because it's kind of like what Lorenzo's saying. Like, you have to know English fluently to get those questions right. And like specific scientific English stuff. And not a lot of you guys speak English as a first language, which is totally fine. But I don't think that's very fair. I know if it was like a French quiz and I had to give French answers, I would be like, I didn't study that in French. Let's see, now we're onto this book, which is very warm from the blanket. I remember asking that. To figure out where I left off. There we go. I remember that one. Thank you for the cats. 25K. I remember asking this. Yeah, I don't remember where exactly I left off, but it was somewhere around here. I remember that. I remember skipping this one. I'm going to ask it. So this is just random geography. There's no categories. The full name of the woodblock print Japanese ukiyo-e artist Hokusai is most famous for is the Great Wave off blank. This stream is going to go for another, 2 hours and 15 minutes. And Alex knows it's Kanagawa. Good job to Alex. The Great Wave off Kanagawa. It's going to go for a while, so you're good, Justin. We'll be here for a while. And we talked about moon bows. I remember that. And we talked about that. Talk amongst yourselves. Discuss. Let me give you a topic. Your topic is your favorite holiday and why. What is your favorite holiday and why is it your favorite holiday? Well, I tried to remember. I knew I should have marked where I'd leave off. Where I left off. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Oh, I did mark it. Very smart. I did mark where I left off right here. Okay. I'm ready when you are. Are you guys ready for more questions? I guess so. Okay. Oui. Will Wisher loves Halloween. That's probably my favorite holiday too. Yeah, I love the decorations. Halloween's I think is my number one. I think like it's the most fun for kids and adults because it's like a kid holiday, but then there's an adult aspect to it too. That's really fun. Because like most holidays are just like for kids or for like families, you know. Oh, holiday like you're on vacation. Not that holiday. Your favorite celebration. Let me know while I ask questions. Think what's your favorite holiday? Um No, that's okay, Anna. I'll help us see. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna stay live for like 2 more hours. So if you come back anytime before then, you can play along with us. Um, which African country has the largest population? I think I double checked this one. Yeah, I did. Okay. It is Nigeria. Good job, too, well wisher. My instinct is to say DR Congo, but no, it's still Nigeria. Still Nigeria. I think DR is 2 and Egypt is 3. Nigeria. Which famous American street was featured in Beyonce's music video All Night from the Lemonade album? It's like a me personal question. I love the Lemonade album. Which famous American street? Not Madison Avenue. It's not in New York. Not in New York. Not Lombard. It's not in San Francisco. Yes, my cat's here. Hey, Vico. If you want, you have a new emoji with her little face on it. It's not in California, so not Hollywood Boulevard, not Sunset Boulevard, not in California. Famous street. I promise you that you guys know this street. I promise. Famous street. Not the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It's not Green Day's album, it's Beyonce's album. Not Park Avenue. This is a street where a very large party happens once a year. There's a very large celebration on this street once a year. Oh, and not Broadway. It's not in New York. It's Bourbon Street. Good job, Pepsi Cola, with Michael right behind. It's Bourbon Street, where Mardi Gras, or the big Mardi Gras parade in Louisiana, happens in New Orleans. Bourbon Street. Good job, Pepsi Cola, for getting it first. What is the least populated U.S. state? What is the least populated? Veer's eating carcinogenic pizza. And you forgot it now. It's cold. Oh no. I'm sorry about the failed pizza, Veer. Justin got this first. It is Wyoming. Good job to Justin. It is Wyoming. Can confirm that Wyoming is very empty. Not a lot in Wyoming. The largest sports stadium is Narendra Modi Stadium in India, with a capacity of 132,000 people. Which sport is it used for? Which sport is it used for? Of course, it's cricket. Good job to Michael. It's, of course, cricket. What does the World Heritage Site in Turkey, Pamukkale, translate to? The natural travertine formations and hot pools. What does it translate to? I don't, Omer. I really don't. I really don't. I'm sorry. Not rainforest. Pamukkale, or the blank castle. Yeah, it's not a word you use every day. The blank castle, I'll give you that. Not the White Castle. That's something very different in America. The blank castle, Pamukkale. Which I'll pull up a picture of Pamukkale for you guys if you don't know what it looks like. That might be a good hint because white is not terribly far off. Let's see. Let me pull up a picture of Pamukkale. No, images. Here we go. Oh, this is a good picture. Okay. Pamukkale. Beautiful Pamukkale. Oh, I'm trying not to get the glare. You can see the sun shining. Pamukkale. Here we go. Think of something that's white. There we go. NFT got it. The Cotton Castle. Cotton Castle. The Cotton Castle's Pamukkale. So pretty. The Cotton Castle. Good job, NFT. Cotton Castle. What is the most densely populated country in the world? What is the most densely populated country in the world? It is Monaco. Good job to Alex. Got that right off the bat. It's Monaco because it's so small. I'm sorry. I just wanted to pet you. I didn't want to wake you up. You're okay, baby girl. Look how tiny. Small baby cat. In 1995, which vegetable became the first one to be grown in space? Well, Hong Kong's not a country, Hearth. It's a special administrative city. It is a potato. Good job to Alex. Potato. Potato, potato, potato. An area in which the critically endangered Asiatic cheetahs live in is located in which country? Hey, JG, welcome back. I hope you're feeling a little better. In which country can you find Asiatic cheetahs? Hey, Fraula, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is not China. It is not Malaysia. Let me grab a little bite of sugary gooey. Not Vietnam. Not Vietnam. Not Indonesia. You guys are way off. Not Malaysia. Hey, Killed Beretta. It's not Taiwan. It's Iran. Good job, Alex. They are in Iran. I was like, you guys are going way too far east. Iran. In Ilmok, Palau, there's a lake named after a rare subspecies of an animal living in it. What is the name of this lake? Oh, these are so good. The Persian cheetah. That's a nice name. Yeah, Asiatic cheetah, I guess. It's the Jellyfish Lake. Good job to Alex. It's called Jellyfish Lake. That's okay, Frola. You can still, if you don't know anything, that means you're learning. That's even more exciting. You're going to learn all kinds of cool facts. All right, let's do a number. How many floors does the Burj Khalifa have? The tallest building in the world. How many floors does it have? It's very close to 167, but not quite. Justin almost had it. Almost by just a couple of floors. Wait. I forgot already. Okay, Alex got it first. 163. 163. I'm going to eat some more eggs real quick. Right, JJ? I'd be too scared. Because I know they have an observation deck, which isn't even all the way up. And I'm like, no thanks. Which country has the stadium built for the Summer Olympics that was nicknamed the Bird's Nest? It means strawberry and Greek. That's so pretty, Frola. Country, not city, country. So Alex gets it. It's China. Good job. Alex got it first. It was China. What's the name of the underwater railway tunnel connecting the UK and France? What's the name of the underwater railway tunnel connecting the UK and France? I'll take the channel. Thanks, Omer. Yeah, name reading videos just doesn't really fit on my theme. Or speaking Turkish. My Turkish is not great. The only place I do requests is for my channel members. So you can click the join button And if you want me to talk about a certain topic, I can do that for you. But I don't do name readings or anything like that for channel members. But that's the only customized kind of videos you can get, is you can pick which topics you want me to do videos about. But yeah, channel tunnel's what they put, but channel is the same thing. So we'll go with that. Good job, Alex, for the channel. What is the world's largest port? Halfway through. Let's go, Veer. You're going to do it. You got this, Veer. You can do your Spanish quiz. It is Shanghai. Good job to Andre. So Shanghai is the largest. Rotterdam is the port that has the most things going through it. Because I read this, like, isn't it Rotterdam? But apparently Shanghai is the largest. Rotterdam has the most goods going through it than any other port. Good distinction. What city is the United Nations headquartered in? Where can you find the United Nations headquarters? New York City. Good job to Alex. It is in New York City. New York City. Ooh, Heartseeker, yeah. That sounds nice, actually. Let's check out Frula's channel real quick. I'm going to do it on my tablet. While you tell me, the Azores are an archipelago that's part of which European country? We're going to check out Frula's channel. And it is Portugal. Good job to Alex for getting it first. It is Portugal. Switch account. I was on my main account. I just watched the new Meow video. I don't know how I feel about it. Let's see. Make sure I spell your beautiful name right. Let's check it out. Ooh. Cats, cats, cats. Mud, mud, mud. Canaries are part of Spain. That's true, that's true, that's true. Let's see, Greek Revolution. Let's check this out. Oh, wait, I have ads on. Open. You can watch your video. Let's skip ahead a bit, though. I want to hear the ASMR. Oh, this is so nice.
So why March the 25th?
We're gonna watch your video. She does, right? She looks like she was super. Oh, this is great. Sorry about the sunshine right there.
It was enslaved under the rule
This is a
of
nice
the Ottoman Empire. That meant that heavy taxes crushed the poor.
This is my vibe right here. Hold on. Subscribe. There we go. Thank you. I'm gonna fall asleep to that later for sure. That's gonna knock me out. Thanks for recommending us your channel. Which two countries does the Strait of Gibraltar separate? That made me sleepy already. And Hearth's got it first. It's Spain and Morocco. Good job to Hearth for getting that first. Spain and Morocco. Haiti and the Dominican Republic share one big island, which is named what? Gibraltar is part of the UK. And the island is Hispaniola. Good job to Lorenzo for getting that first. It is Hispaniola. We got 2 hours left. UK and Morocco. Technically. What's the name of the strait between the two islands of New Zealand? Between North Island and South Island. What is it called? Not Wellington. The body of water between North Island and South Island. Not the New Zealand Strait. That's too easy. Not Fraser. No. Think of, there's also a mountain in New Zealand with the same name. The Kiwi Strait? No. Cook. Good job to Alex. It's the Cook Strait. Cook Strait. Cook Strait. The Cook Strait. It says the so-called idiot fruit is endemic to the Daintree rainforest, located in which country? Where can you find the Daintree forest that has the idiot fruit? Sounds like One Piece, like the idiot fruit. Not Brazil. It is Australia. Good job to Hearthseeker. It is Australia. 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 Leif Erikson is believed to be the first European to set foot on continental America around 1,000 years ago, and a founder of the first Norse settlement in blank. Oh, nice. I don't know who that is, Kila Beretta, but I love cosplay, so I always support that. And Hearthseeker's got it first. It's Newfoundland. Good job to Hearthseeker for getting that first. It is Newfoundland. Greenland was his dad, Eric the Red. Eric the Red put the first settlement on Greenland, and then his son Leif Erikson was the first to set foot in North America, Vinland. He called Finland, right? Which city is sometimes called the Paris of South America? Look at this belly. Poor baby, she just wants to sleep. It is Buenos Aires. Good job to Lorenzo for getting it first. Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. Which island group does Cuba belong to? Which Caribbean island group does Cuba belong to? The Caribbean. You gotta be more specific than that. Ooh, sorry. More specific than that. Not Hispaniola. That's Haiti and Dominican Republic. The Greater Antilles. Good job to Lorenzo for getting that first. The Greater Antilles. Greater Antilles. To skip some of these we just talked about. Like here's one about the Fujita scale. We just did that one. The world's largest glacier, the Lambert Glacier, is located where? The weak spot? No, that's your Achilles, Hearthseeker. That's your Achilles, not your Antilles. It's in Antarctica. Good job to Alex. It is in Antarctica. The world's largest glacier is in Antarctica. Antarctica. First Nations is the term to describe the indigenous people of which country? First Nations. Oh, that's right. It's up. My new video's up about the Silk Road. And it is Canada. I'll give that to Hearthseeker, but it is Canada. I would love to do a video on Puerto Rico, but I'm going in alphabetical order, so I have to get to the P's before I can talk about Puerto Rico. I would love to talk about Puerto Rico. But yes, my new video just went up 5 minutes ago about the Silk Road, so check that out after this, okay? 2028, let's go. Oh, gosh. Probably not. Probably not. If you want, I can grab my calendar out and I can let you know what's coming up the rest of the year. But we're going to make it into the CEs by December, so it's going to be a while, but we got some exciting things coming this year. What are the names of the two tributaries of the Nile River? The two tributaries of the Nile River are what? They are colors. There we go. Lorenzo's got it. The blue and the white. The blue and the white. Yes, let's hope that 2028 brings good things. I agree with that statement. Oh yeah, no, it's in there. Territories count. I have a territory coming up tomorrow for a different country, not the United States. It's a different country, but yeah, territories are in the list. I'm just not breaking down because like Puerto Rico has different like districts within it. I'm not breaking those down. I'm just doing it as a whole, you know, because it's its own special territory. But yeah, Puerto Rico's on the list for sure. Where can you find, in which country can you find the largest forest area in the whole wide world? The largest forest area. I'm going to pet the cat again. What else would I have a cat if I can't pet her? It is not Brazil. Oh, she's purring. Oh, super purrs right now. Super purrs right now. Not Canada. It is Russia. Good job to Alex. I guess it's the taiga, right? It doesn't say in here, but I assume they're talking about the taiga in Russia. In Siberia, yeah. Oh, she's showing whole. Lady, be proper. Be proper. Censored. I don't talk like she's a child. The North Cape is the northernmost point on which continent? The North Cape is not Africa, it is Europe. Good job, Lorenzo. It's the name of the northernmost point in Europe. Just probably phrasing. The world's first World Cup was held in 1930. In which country? Which country hosted the first World Cup? It was Uruguay. Good job to Andre. It was Uruguay. And didn't they win? Didn't they upset Brazil and win? If I recall. I really don't know football at all. I only know history facts. Europe's largest rainforest is in which country? Europe's largest rainforest is in which country? It's in Bosnia. Good job to Alex. I thought that would stump you guys. But it is in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Good job, Alex. It's in Bosnia. As per data from 2023, because this book was originally printed last year. I'm not French Guiana, no. As of 2023, which city in the world has the largest number of Michelin-starred establishments? Purziza Forest, is that how you say it? It is not Paris. See, now I thought it was Paris. See, now here's the thing, is that there is a city, which is Tokyo, by the way. Alex got it. It's Tokyo. Tokyo has the most Michelin star restaurants in a city, but the country with the most Michelin stars is France. One of those, like the country with the most tourists is France, but the city with the most tourists is Bangkok. One of those. Reading comprehension. Let's go, Vera. You got this. You can comprehend that Spanish. Texas just got its first Michelin star. Good for Texas. I bet it slaps. Texas barbecue is so, oh my gosh, so good. You could call it a Heart Seeker. You got me. Yeah, who's been to Japan? We almost went to Japan last year, you guys. We almost did. We were like, okay, so either we can go to Japan and blow our entire savings on a trip, or we could move. And then it turned out we had to move, so we moved. And it was like, wow, because we had to move kind of unexpectedly. So it's like if we had planned the Japan trip, what would we have done? We would have been out of home. Japan isn't worth going to just for the food? I guess not. But I grew up in San Francisco, so I've had authentic Japanese food a lot. A lot of super authentic, eating the actual octopus, the little octopuses. Whoops, I didn't say that. Little octopus friends. And then getting the big squids and then eating its eyeball. Anyway. Let's see, which country has the highest life expectancy as of 2023? Takoyaki. So good. Which country has the highest life expectancy? It's not China. Not Japan. Not Japan. Not Sweden. This is a country you wouldn't expect. I would never guess this country. Not South Korea. Not Bhutan, not Singapore, not Denmark. This is a very small country. Very small country. Not Bahrain. Definitely not the United States. It is Monaco. Good job to Alex. It is Monaco has the highest life expectancy. Highest life expectancy. And where can you find the largest volcano in the world? If I told you its name, that would give it away. Where can you find the largest volcano in the world? It's not in Thailand. Not in Yellowstone. Largest in what sense? Well, anyway, Stefan got it. It's Hawaii. It's Mauna Loa. Or Mauna Loa. Right? We talked about this. Mauna Kea is the highest seamount. Mauna Loa is the highest volcano from sea level. Right? So yeah, US, Hawaii. Mauna Kea is the highest seamount, but Mauna Loa is higher than Mauna Kea from sea level. It's all very complicated. Very complicated. Mauna Loa is the highest. Mauna Kea is the biggest. Let's say that. You're welcome, Stefan. I'm glad you enjoy it. What's the world's southernmost capital city? What's the world's southernmost capital city? Southernmost capital city. It is Wellington. Good job, Alex. It is Wellington, Wellington, Wellington. Wellington, Wellington, Wellington. Which country has the largest number of electric vehicles per capita? At around 80%. Holy moly. Which country has 80% electric vehicles? And it's Norway. Good job to Xavier. I hope I'm saying that right, because I know there's like 50 ways of pronouncing that name. I'm going with Xavier unless you tell me otherwise. It is Norway. How'd you guys know that? I guess that's some European thing that I don't know about. You all guessed Norway right off the bat. Okay, good. Xavier. Because I know there's like Xavier and various other ways. Xavier. Like, I'll go for Xavier. But apparently that's correct. Because they're rich. I guess so. Can you tell me which country is located between Honduras and Costa Rica? That's true, Andre. Ridiculously huge sovereign wealth fund, which they used for the infrastructure. So I know in Oslo, don't they have, first of all, Kilo Beretta got it. It's Nicaragua. Good job, Kilo Beretta. It's Nicaragua. Don't they have roads that are like warm? So when the snow hits it, the snow melts. So then you don't have to plow the roads or the sidewalks. Something like that in Oslo. I read something like that. I thought that was a really cool idea. We have that. Oh, cool. It's in Finland too. That's awesome. That would be so convenient. The centers. I guess it doesn't snow that much here, but that would be so much better than waiting for the snowplow to come out and plow the snow out of the road. Make it easier to drive. Can you tell me which city has the most 5-star hotels? Which city has the most 5-star hotels? Now, I don't think so. I think that saves money in the long run. It saves, like, if there are accidents, there aren't anymore because the road's all clear. Anyway, it's not Paris, not New York, not Budapest, not Kuala Lumpur, not Geneva. It's not Las Vegas, not Tokyo, not Prague, not Singapore. You guys are going to kick yourselves. You got this, Veer. You got this. You got this. This is like a very obvious answer. Don't think too hard. It's London. Good job, Xavier. It is London. London. You already asked this one, but I'll ask it again. What was the name of the first permanent English settlement in North America? I told you you'd kick yourself. The first successful English settlement, who remembers? Hey, Mark, thank you very much. And Stefan knows it's Jamestown. Good job, Stefan. It is Jamestown. We had that question like an hour and a half ago in the other book. Not Roanoke. No, that was not a successful colony because everyone abandoned it. Went to go live with the Native Americans. So The first person to reach both the North and South Poles was Roald Amundsen. Which country was he from? Which country was Roald Amundsen from? The first person to reach the North Pole and the South Pole, and he was Norwegian. Good job to Andre. He was from Norway. Norway. I'm sure, JJ. What is the busiest sea route in the world? What is the busiest sea route, like sea road, basically, in the world? So now I'd think it would be the Suez, but apparently it's not. It's also not Malacca, which is also a good guess, and not the Panama Canal or the Red Sea. I saw Lorenzo up there with Red Sea, that's Suez. It's great because the options are A, Panama Canal, B, the correct answer, C, Suez Canal, D, Strait of Malacca. It is not in the East China Sea. So you guys guessed the three obvious ones but left out the answer. So it's not Singapore. It's not in the East China Sea. It's not in Asia. Let's put it that way. It is not an Asian sea route. Not the St. Lawrence. Not the St. Lawrence. Good guess, but not the St. Lawrence. It's the busiest sea route. Not Gibraltar. It's the English Channel. Good job to Hearthseeker with Alex right behind. It's the English Channel. The busiest sea. I guess that makes sense. You got the ferries going back and forth like all the time. I guess so. Makes sense. Can you tell me in English what is Chomolungma? You're doing okay, Andre. Chomolungma. What do we call Chomolungma in English? Oh, that was a big blip. Sorry. It's not a volcano. Chomolungma. It's Mount Everest. Good job to Alex. In English, we call it Mount Everest. Mount Everest, or Chomolungma, which means Goddess Mother of the World. Mount Everest. Oh my gosh, now here it's which country has the most Michelin? France, we just learned that. Oh, and then it says, okay, since we have a new crowd, if you were here for this question 30 minutes ago, don't answer it. What's the name of the only sea in the world that has no coasts? We just went over this in detail like half an hour ago. Oh, the Caspian has all the coasts. It's the Sargasso Sea. Good job, Veer. The Sargasso Sea in the Atlantic Ocean. What is the world's oldest currency that's still in use? Baby, you can't show that. I'm sorry. You can't show that on camera. That's I know, it's very rude. Be a proper lady. No! Cover that up. It is the pound. Good job, Hearthseeker. Pound sterling. Pound sterling. Good job, Hearth. Pound sterling. Can you tell me which African country is landlocked by one country? Oh, so many purrs in there. It is Lesotho. Good job to Stefan. It's Lesotho. It's their way of being friendly, JJ. But we're on the internet and she's a child, so you can't be showing that kind of you're showing feet on the internet. You're a minor. You're a baby. You can't be showing that off on the internet. Great flag for Lesotho. It has the hat on it. What city has the world's longest name? City. No, not only cats. She's too young. She's too young for only cats. It is Bangkok. Good job to Stefan. Now, see, this is another one. People are like, the place in Wales, the place in New Zealand. The city with the longest name is Bangkok, which is way too long. The town with the longest name is in Wales. Her name is Bonnie Blue. The longest place word, I think, is this hill in New Zealand, right? But the city with the look at all the babies. But whack, it's way longer than. Let me pull up Bangkok's official name. Let me pull it up on here. Let's see. Bangkok official name. Let me see. I guess we'll do it on Wikipedia. Show the full name. Full. Unless someone wants to put it. Here we go. Let's see if we can pull it up on here. Show full article. Ugh. See, it's now they don't want you to use the AI result or the top result on Google, but then you try to click the articles and they don't open because they're behind paywalls. Wow. Show me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess I got to show it on the AI. There it is highlighted. Because it is correct. That's the full name of the city. It's not focusing. That's the full name of Bangkok. I'm not about to say it. I know Krung Thep is the start of it. Because, yeah, in Thai they call it Krung Thep. They don't call it Bangkok. But yeah, it's a long name. Longer than the place in Wales, to be honest. Baby doll, what's wrong? Did I wake you up? You're showing hole on the internet. Can't do that. Anyway. Located in California, Hyperion is the world's tallest what? Right. 2 hours left, yes. Just a little less than 2 hours left for our party. The world's tallest what? Not a roller coaster, not a Ferris wheel. California is your hint. There's some very tall things in California. This is the tallest one. It is tree. Good job, Quill. Quill of Numenor. I haven't seen you forever. Welcome back. Alex is getting sleepy. It's not a palm tree, I don't think. It's just the world's tallest tree. I'm sure it's a redwood or a sequoia. Indonesia is the global leader in the production of what? Indonesia produces more what than any other country? Hyperion does sound like a roller coaster. Not palm oil, not coffee, not rubber. And not palm oil. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know, but that's not what it is in here. That little paper off. And get cozy, sleepy girl. Think tropical products. Is that my bed? No. Behind me this is my chair. Coconuts. Good job, Stefan. It's coconuts. They produce more coconuts than any country in the world. That's pretty cool. What is the northernmost of the 4 main islands of Japan? What is the northernmost of Japan's 4 main islands? It is Hokkaido. Good job to Well-Wisher. It is Hokkaido. Hokkaido. Found in the Mediterranean, Sirocco is the what? What is the Sirocco? What is the Sirocco? it's not a stream. The Sirocco. It is something natural, but it's not a stream, not a current. It's not found in the Mediterranean, but in the Mediterranean region, I should say. Sleepy girl. My baby. Yeah, not a current. It's not in the actual water. Not an island, not a cliff. It's a wind. Good job to Alex. It's the name of the wind, the Sirocco wind. Good job, Alex. Look at these sharp needles she has. In which country can you find Antoni Gaudi's unique architectural work? In which country can you find Antoni Gaudi's unique architectural work? Which country? Spain. So Vico got this one. It is Spain. Good job to Vico's piano. It is Spain. Which country has the most birds? Which country has the most birds of any other country? What is it? I should say the most species of birds, not just the most birds. Surprisingly, it's not Brazil. Not Papua New Guinea. The most bird species, not most birds overall. Because then it's probably Brazil. Not Venezuela. Not Paraguay. It's Colombia. Good job to Alex. It's Colombia. Colombia. What was the first city to reach 1 million inhabitants? What was the first city to have a population of 1 million? And Alex knows it was Rome. Good job to Alex. The answer is Rome. Rome. In which country can you find the biggest pyramid in the world? In which country can you find the biggest pyramid in the world? She's biting my notebook. The biggest pyramid is not in Egypt. It's in Mexico. Good job to Andre. It is in Mexico. Mexico is the biggest pyramid in the world. Which fictional character is officially a citizen of Japan? What fictional character has official Japanese citizenship? Rocket Boy? It's not Rocket Boy. Ai-chan? I don't know what that is. Not Paddington. Not Mario. He's Italian. It's Godzilla. Good job to Alex. My other cat's named after a Godzilla character. Godzilla has Japanese citizenship, you guys. That's very polite of them. Yeah, Roronoa Zoro, no. The One Piece, the Straw Hat Crew are not Japanese. Japan does not exist in that universe. Which country has the most islands? He doesn't seem very grateful. Where is Jet Jaguar? Yeah, Paddington's from Peru, living in the UK. I should go find him. It is Sweden, apparently. So good job to Mark for getting that first. It is Sweden. Good job, Mark. Let me finish. There's 4 questions left in this page. And then I'll try to find a Jet Jaguar. So we can have our other kitty here. Which language has the highest number of native speakers? There's Jet Jaguar. You're in the emojis. Thank you, Alex. There's my Jet Jaguar. It is Mandarin. Good job to Stefan for getting that first. It is Mandarin. Mandarin has the most native speakers. What is the leading export country in the world? Which country exports the most out of any other country? And it is China. Good job to Alex. 2 Chinese questions in a row. Good job, Alex. It's definitely China. I'm going to skip this one, actually, because it's a multiple choice. The Shinto religion is native to which country? Then I'll go find Jet Jaguar. It's, of course, Japan. Good job to Stefan for getting that first. All right, but you got to promise to not leave. If I go looking for Jet Jaguar, because there's a nice little crowd here. Promise me you won't leave. You're gonna watch the kitten be cute, licking herself. Okay, hang tight, and I'm gonna grab another cat because he's probably in his cat tree, which is in this room out here. Let me go find it. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's in the cat tree. Oh, I hate to bother him. Oh no, Bonnie, why'd you get up? You were blind. Here's Chit-Chat. 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 Say hi, baby. Remember when he was itty bitty and I'd put him on camera? Now he's gigantic. Oh, he's such a big cat now. My big jaguar. I know she immediately followed me. I'm sorry. Jaguar. He's out. Jaguar. No, don't eat my gummies. You gotta say hello. Remember, we used to do this all the time when we were a baby. Now he's gigantic. I'm a big boy. Say hi, Chit-Chat. Say hi to Jaguar. It's me, Jaguar. If you Google his name, you'll see who he's named after. Thank you, Gareth. Oh my gosh. 26 pounds. My goodness, that's like my biggest super chat ever. Oh, that's so kind. That's okay, Gareth. You don't have to worry about missing the streams. Thank you so much. That's so kind. All right. Well, since Kitty left, I'm going to move Kitty Cam back up to here so you guys can see me. There he goes. Let me shut this. All right. Kittens are off being kittens now. Thank you so much, Gareth. That's so kind of you. Yeah, drop emojis. If you're a channel member, drop emojis in the chat. Oh my gosh. Drop the cats. There we go. Yes, lots of cats, please. I need all the kitty cats and Topples and Muds. Thank you, thank you. That is so, so kind. Hey, Sharp just joined the Geodude. Sharp, you can drop some emojis too. Yay. And get those cats up on screen. Fill it up with cats. It is a party. The 25K emoji is only here for this stream. I know, it looks great. Topple's name is spelled like... And should we get Topple on the stream to celebrate? Let's get Topple down here. Topple, 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 Topple. Topple, 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 Topple. It is a London Tube map on the wall. You can see how I got this if you watch my postcard video. Because except for the little inspirational signs, which is just kind of filling up space until I get more postcards, everything on this wall is going to be sent from you guys. Everything on this wall is gifts that you guys sent me. And then I'll take down the inspirational posters once I run out of space. Oh, JJ, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. So sorry. I hope you feel better soon. You guys are going to see Topple next week. Not this week, but next Friday. We'll have a video with Topple in it. Yeah, get well soon, JJ. Oh yeah, we just finished this page. Oh, guys. We're on to the expert questions. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. It says I can read. On more than one occasion, Norway knighted a what? What animal has Norway knighted more than once? A penguin. Good job to Andre. Let me get Timmy. You guys have never met Timmy. This is Timmy. This is another one of my childhood toys, which I'm saving for an ASMR, but I'm not doing any plays with penguins. And look, he's a king penguin. This is Timmy. Someday we'll have Timmy in a video. That was my favorite penguin when I was a little kid. The oldest country name in Europe that is still used today belongs to which country? Which country has gone by the same name for the longest time? I guess someday we'll have Timmy in a video and I'll make Timmy emojis. It is Bulgaria. Good job to Alex. I think Bulgaria is a little bit older than San Marino. But it's Bulgaria. Bulgaria. I think San Marino's the oldest country that hasn't changed its borders. It's been the same since the 900s, which we're also going to San Marino next week too. The oldest constitution. Technically, doesn't the United States have the oldest constitution? That's called a constitution. Oldest government document would probably go to San Marino, right? Oh no, the United States has the oldest unchanged constitution. That's what it is. We've never ever rewritten a new constitution. We've had the same one since 1783, which is crazy. Anyway, this one says, out of the 10 biggest producers of rice, only one is not in Asia. Which country is it? Out of the 10 biggest producers of rice, only one is not in Asia. Which one is it? It is Brazil. Good job, Stefan. It is Brazil. Brazil. That makes a lot of sense. Brazil. Can you tell me what is the world's biggest religious monument? I love rice too. We had rice, not last night. Last night was leftover night, but I ate leftover rice. I made rice Saturday. I made barbacoa. Speaking of Spanish, it is Angkor Wat. Good job to JJ. It is Angkor Wat. It's the world's biggest religious monument, Angkor Wat. San Marino's constitution back to the 1600s. Okay, but listen, Karen. The longest unchanged constitution is the U.S. because every country changes it up every once in a while, but we refuse to do it. Oh, you're welcome, Vico. Thanks so much for playing along. It was good to have you here. At least that's what I've learned. I could be very wrong. I could be super, super wrong, but that's what I've always known. Magna Carta. See, that's a founding document, not a constitution. It's a bit of a difference. Founding, our founding document in America is the Declaration of Independence, but that's not our constitution. That's just Gareth is on the case. Gareth is going to find out. Google says it's still San Marino. Wow. Yeah, there's a founding document, and then you have a constitution. Do I have a subscriber goal for 2025? I do. I'd like to hit 30,000 this year. My social blade says that I'll hit that by December, but I'm sure I'll hit it sooner. Because I've already gained 200 something followers in the past 2 weeks. Subscribers in the past. Yeah, I'm probably going to hit it by September, October, I think. And of course, we'll have another party. But yeah, that I would definitely like to do that. How will live trivia work with 100 people? Right, that is my fear. No, my biggest fear is that people are going to super chat answers, and I don't want that. I don't want this to be pay to play, right? I want everyone to be able to play. Now, there is a function where I can turn on slow chat. So if there are 100 people here, so I can do that. I can turn on slow chat, but I don't want people paying so that their answers pop up in the super chat. Yeah, because I don't want that at all. Like you can super chat nice comments and things, but I don't want people super chatting answers. That's not going to be allowed because that's totally unfair. This will never be pay to play, not ever. So Gareth has an answer for us. San Marino is uncodified. The US is codified. So both are the oldest in their own constitutional lanes. That is interesting. That is so true, Andre. I was reading a book a few years ago about Simon de Montfort and how much he like completely changed England like forever. All to like suit his own needs. He wound up pretty much shaping the country that we know today. It's crazy how much influence he had. It was pretty wild. But yeah. Thank you, JJ. I hope so. I love your postcard. Sorry, this one I put up way too high, so you can't really see it up there unless like I have this angle. I'll try to make that the highest it goes. You're at the top. But yeah, let's continue. Can you tell me what did Singapore ban in 1992? That is the only country that has banned this. The only country that has banned this is chewing gum. Good job to JJ. It is chewing gum. Yeah, Alex, feel free. No pressure. When you can send it. I figured postcards because they're like the cheapest thing you can send in the mail. Because I don't want it to be, I don't want these extravagant, lush gifts or anything. I want you to send me like the cheapest possible piece of paper in the mail, But yeah, because I don't want this to be like, you have to send me lots of money. I don't want that. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting lots of money, but I don't want to make that like a requirement to have like, this is the spot that has the most, the most valuable one. Nah, it's not about that. Can you tell me this fact? The city with the highest rate of twin births in the world, named the twin capital, is located in which African country? There is the city that has the most twins out of anywhere else in the world is in which country? It is Nigeria. Good job to Mark. Just something about that town in Nigeria where there's lots and lots of twins. It's pretty cool. It's Nigeria. Good job to Mark for getting that. What was the first university to be founded in the United States? What's the first university in the USA? It was Harvard. Good job to Stefan. It was Harvard. It's the first one. Can you tell me which country has the world's oldest constructed roads? Dating back to 4000 BCE. Which country can you find them today? It's not Italy. It's not the Romans. It is Iraq. Good job to Andre. They are in Iraq, the world's oldest constructed roads. Can you tell me what was Thailand called before they named it Thailand? What was its former name before that? It's Thailand's very recent name. Before Ayutthaya, it was Siam was what I was going for. So good job, Stefan. It was also Ayutthaya, but the whole country was called Siam. They renamed it Thailand. Had an elephant on the flag. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know the flag of Siam. That's pretty neat. All right. This says Richard. Hold on. Okay, JJ has to go. Bye, JJ. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Richard Halliburton is an adventurer who in 1928 embarked on a journey to swim the whole length of what? What did he try to swim the entire length of? Get elephants back on here. Should we get Topple back on here? Not the English Channel, not the Amazon. I don't think you would survive the Amazon. I think something would eat you. Not the Nile. Not the Suez Canal. Not the Suez Canal. The Panama Canal. Good job, Andre. To swim the length of the Panama Canal. Doesn't say if he did. if you made it. But the Thai elephant flag was 1817 to 1918. That's awesome. We love elephants. You guys can drop some topple emojis if any channel members want to drop some topples. Topples in the chat. Here's a number. Oh, look at the topples. Yes. Yeah, Anna and the King is a fun old movie, but apparently it's banned in Thailand. The King and I, and then they made another movie called Anna and the King, which isn't the musical, right? The King and I is banned in Thailand because it's super inaccurate. And I think it had Yul Brynner as the king, right? He's Russian. He is a Russian man. Anyway, here's a number, which is an age. So, how old was the creator of the Alaskan flag, Benny Benson, when he submitted his idea for the flag in the competition? They are Andre, yes. If that's a man on the cloth, I'm the king of Siam. That's funny, Gary. He was older than 9, but younger than 50. Hearth is back for the Alaska fact. How old was the creator of the Alaskan flag when he submitted it? He was 13. Good job, 2 clips that are funny. He was 13 years old when he created the flag of Alaska that's used today. Let's look it up. I'm going to pull it up on my phone because doing the tablet is too cumbersome. Too cumbersome. I wonder if anyone here knows how many rivers are in Alaska. The flag of Alaska. Oop. The flag of Alaska, which has the stars on it. It's very pretty. Nice color, too. I hear it's 12,000. Wow. That's pretty great. It's over 12,000. More than that. That'd be crazy if they had exactly 12,000. That would be wild. As of 2023, because that's when the facts of this book came out, which country shares the first place with Sweden with the most Eurovision Song Contests won? Which country is tied with Sweden for most Eurovision wins? I need some actual water, not energy anymore. It is Ireland. Good job to Andre for getting that first. It is Ireland. Ireland. I know Acid Nutri needs to be here for that. Acid Nutri is the Eurovision expert. The ruins of the Roman Temple of Jupiter, the largest Roman temple, can be found in which modern day country? The Temple of Jupiter can be found in which country? It is not Greece. It is not Romania. It is not Croatia. Hey, Hannah, welcome back. Which country? But it's not Greece. Not Syria, not Macedonia, not Italy, not Turkey. We've looked at it on my channel already. If I tell you the name of the province that we're in, we might give it away. Not Hungary, not Germany, not France, not Iran, not Spain. Not Palestine, not Egypt. Lebanon. Good job to Alex. It's in Lebanon. You can check out my Baalbek Hermel video in Lebanon to see the temple on Google Earth. The largest Roman temple. All right. Which U.S. state is known for whiskey and Mammoth Cave, which is the longest cave system in the world? Which U.S. state has Mammoth Cave? It is Kentucky. Good job to Andre. That is Kentucky. Socotra Island, the Indian Ocean, is famous for what species of tree? What's it called? What kind of tree? I'm going to pull up the tree. Kentucky is also bourbon, yes. It is part of Yemen. It's the dragon's blood tree. I'm going to pull this up too, in case no one knows what a dragon's blood tree looks like. Because its sap is a deep red that looks like dragon's blood. But the trees look like this. Oh, the glare is killing me. The trees look like this. They're so bizarre. They're such unusual looking trees. So cool. They are neat. Yeah, they're nicknamed the dragon's blood tree because their sap is a dark red. Earthseeker, the more wine you drink, the better that you type. So I remember when you started, you were stumbling over your words. The island in Yemen is amazing. I really hope it's probably not going to happen in my lifetime, but visiting Yemen is like something I'd really like to do because Yemen is so beautiful. The first film projection held to the paying public happened in 1895 in a cafe in which city? Yes, Socotra Island. Socotra Island. So pretty. It's so unique. And of course, it was in Paris. Good job to Stefan for getting that first. It was Paris. That was the Lumiere brothers invented like film as we know it today. It is not safe to visit Yemen at the moment, which is devastating because there's so many places I'd love to visit in Yemen. Yeah, it's very sad. The oldest bank in the world was established in which country? Oh no, not again. Oh, it's back. It's back. Are we back? Are we back? It's good. I was about to type, oh no, it happened again, but it did what it normally did, where it just freezes for 2 seconds and then comes back. I don't know why. The last time it just never came back. Very frustrating. Anyway, who got it? Someone got it. In which country? So Mark got that one. It's Italy. Italy is what I'm looking for. Good job, Mark. It's in Italy. It was established 1472. Speaking of Italy, can you tell me which Italian city invented pizza? Napoli. Good job to Alex. It is Naples or Napoli. Good job, Alex. In which country was the hot air balloon invented in? Which country was the hot air balloon invented in? It was France. Good job, Alex. I'll take that. It was France. Good job, Alex. France. Speaking of Italy again, what was Italy's currency before the euro? What was Italy's currency before the euro? It was the lira. Good job to Mark. It can be confusing because most people know this fact. Okay, so this is going to ask for a city, but the famous fact is usually associated with a capital city. But this is, anyway, let me just ask it. It's back? Okay. I thought it blipped for like half a second there, I guess. At over 250 meters below sea level, what is the lowest city in the world? It's not a capital city, by the way. I know I saw her walk by too. It's not Amsterdam. It's not a capital city. Amsterdam. There's a city actually lower. Tel Aviv is very close. Not Las Vegas, not New Orleans, not Rotterdam. It is Jericho. Good job to Maxim. It is Jericho. So the lowest elevated capital city is actually Baku in Azerbaijan, but the lowest elevation of, I think, lower than Baku is Jericho because of the Dead Sea. Good job. They had nice walls once. Damn trumpets. Bible joke. In which country, don't tell me the name of the town, tell me the name of the country, can you find the southernmost permanently inhabited place? Which country does it belong to? The southernmost currently inhabited place is in Chile. Good job, Stefan. It is Ushuaia, but it is technically in Chile. Chile. Let's see. What is the second country in the world according to the English-speaking population? They rephrase this very poorly. Not that south, like south in the planet. Okay, so let me rephrase this. The USA has the most English speakers. Which is the second country with the most English speakers? It is India. Good job, Xavier. That was exhausting to try to figure out what they were trying to say. I think they left out part of the sentence there. India is number 2 in English speakers. India. In which island country did they film the James Bond movie Dr. No? What was I was watching, what's it called? The channel where the guy reviews things. He's in India. Oh, what is that called? I love that channel. And it is Jamaica. Good job to Andre for getting that first. It's Jamaica. Check it out. Yes, the Check It Out channel. That channel is so good. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite, like Indian accent ASMRs. Check It Out. I love Check It Out. Because it's very nice. Check it out. Where can you find the famous ghost ship, the Flying Dutchman? Ooh, Red Riding Hood in Spanish. That's complicated, Veer. Your homework's very hard. Indian chess master who does game reviews? That sounds great. It is not the Netherlands. It is not Chile. It's not the bottom of the sea. It's not giving me the country. It's giving me like a region of the world. It's not Atlantis. Atlantis is not real. Give me an area. It's not the Caribbean. It is in the sea somewhere. And not Asia. So yes, Atlantis was not real. That was completely made up as a story, as a parable. It is not real. Oh my gosh, Gareth. The Cape of Good Hope. Good job to Veer. The garbage truck is here. The garbage truck is here. That's what we say in America. I don't know what you call them in other countries, but here it's the garbage truck. So you're going to hear some garbage truck ASMR. Oh, the kitten's scared. Oh no, my baby's scared of the garbage truck. No, Atlantis was not real. Who made it? Wasn't it like Plato? The bin men? Yes, bin men. The bin lorry. That's great. Yeah, there goes the bin lorry. The bin men. I love it. And we say, oh no, there's a kitten. Hi, baby. Oh no, she's running out. She's scared of the bin men. That's not where the snorks live. Oh, baby girl. Oh, she's scared. Oh. Anyway. Which widely popular board game, as we know it today, was born out of an old Indian game called Chaturanga? What is it called today? It is chess. Good job to Xavier for getting that first. It is chess. All the UK people so happy to share the bin men. Yes, the Hearthseeker was talking about chess before, I remember. All right, this is an interesting. Wait till the end of this question to answer it, because you're going to want to jump in, but I promise what you think the answer is not what it's asking for. The Kola Super Deep Borehole is the world's deepest human-made hole, which is located near the Russian border with which country? Don't tell me where the Kola Super Deep Borehole is. What? It's near the border of which country? It's not Finland. Not Kazakhstan. Not Mongolia. Oh, my Tommy's growling. Lunchtime. It is Norway. Good job to Andre. The answer is Norway. Norway. I guess it's time for more hot Cheetos then. Okay. I was going to drop something. All right. Let me take a bite of hot Cheeto and try to ask this question with hot Cheeto. Whoa, that's a lot of hot Cheetos. Chester's hot fries, yeah. Good night, Janice. Good night, Bale. Enjoy your midnight meal. Oh, I hit the back of my throat. Okay. It is believed that the only natural lake in Ghana is Lake Bosumtwi, which is located within the remains of what? I made it. A crater, but what kind of crater? Okay, we'll give that to Andre. Meteor crater. Meteor crater. Here's something else we talked about earlier. Due to it being the furthest point from the center of the Earth, which peak is the closest point to the sun? Yeah, great name, isn't it? Bosum. I don't know if it's Bosum Chui. I'm not sure which. Or Bosum Chui. It is Chimborazo. Good job to Alex for getting that first. It is Chimborazo. Nobody put Everest, which I'm very proud of. All right. According to, I would say based on the famous movie that was filmed there, what is the nickname for the Sidi Driss Hotel in Matmata, Tunisia? Would have downed the can. It's not Casablanca. All right, so the Sidi Driss Hotel in Matmata, Tunisia is nicknamed after what movie that was filmed near there? It is not the Grand Budapest Hotel, not the Moulin Rouge, the Star Wars Hotel. Good job to Andre. There we go. Now here's all the Star Wars. Because Tatooine, the planet Tatooine, is in Tunisia. Let me pull it up. Star Wars Hotel, Tunisia. Not the Jenny Nicholson Star Wars Hotel. We need a picture of it. Here we go. Any Star Wars nerds, do you recognize that shape? Do you recognize this? Hey, Justin. Don't mention Binmen in Birmingham. Got it. It looks like a sand crawler. They don't serve blue milk. It's not actually Star Wars themed. It's just, yeah, it looks like a Jawa sand crawler. Jawa sand crawler. Yeah, they pretty much left a lot of the stuff there. Like, I think Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's house is just out there in the desert, right? Just like rotting away. Well, you can go get blue milk at Disney if you really want blue milk. Can you tell me which country? Oh, Madi's in Tunisia. Perfect. I love Tunisia. You guys are the friendliest people in the whole wide world, are Tunisians. Which country has the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites? Too low middle class for Disney, so true. And it is Italy. Good job to Alex. The answer is Italy. I mean, I'm going to Disney this year, but that's because we're having a big family trip. And like the matriarch of the family, my brother-in-law's mom, oh, here they come, the bin men. She bought us all the plane tickets and the tickets to Disney, and we're buying all the food and everything else, and we're splitting accommodations. So that's the only way that like I'm affording to go to Disney this year. But you bet I'll film a bunch of stuff when I'm there because Disneyland to me is like awesome. I love Disneyland, although I have not been in since before the pandemic. I think 2019 was the last time I went, so I'm sure things have much changed. Can you tell me, what does Machu Picchu translate to in Quechua? I can give you a blank, fill in the blank if you really need to, but what does Machu Picchu translate to in Quechua? Pokemon, where's Pokemon? Why isn't there a Pokemon theme park? I would live there. High City, not quite. Not quite. Take some guesses and then I'll start giving you hints. Do they have one in Japan? They have Pokemon centers, but they don't have a full-blown theme park. They should, right, Hannah? That would be awesome. With like rides and stuff, I would love that. Heartseeker, that's fine. It's a party. Feel free to spam the chat. Not Cloud City. Okay, there's no city. Don't think of city. Okay, here's your hint. Oh, actually, there we go. Justin's got part of it. Old Blink. It's not Old Peak. I guess it could be Old Peak. I'm going for the word that they have in here. What is a peak located on? Old Mountain. There we go. So points to Mark and Justin for that. Old Mountain, it translates to. Old Mountain, Old Mountain, Old Mountain. So, sure you can, Mark. Sure you can. Sure you can. Andre's Lando Calrissian because he's from Cloud City. I love Lando. Oh my gosh, he's my favorite Star Wars characters. Botswana's currency is called the Pula. What does Pula translate to? It's named after that because it's something that is very, very precious to Botswana and Botswana's history. The Pula. And not a shell. I've made a deal that'll keep the Spanish Empire out of here forever. Not emeralds. It's not a stone. It's not something that we would consider like money valuable, but kind of valuable to the earth. Not wheat. Good night, Alex. Thank you so much for playing along. It was so good to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Justin's got it. It's rain. Good job too, Justin. It means rain. That is the Tswana word for rain. Tswana for rain. Pula. They make it rain. Heartseeker, my goodness. As of now, what is the youngest country in the world? That could change pretty soon. What's the youngest country in the world? It is South Sudan. Good job too, Stefan. It is South Sudan. South Sudan. South Sudan. Look at all these South Sudans. Bougainville's coming. Guys, Bougainville's coming on my channel. Let me show you. Sorry about that. Look at the 21st Bougainville video. Bougainville video is coming. Yes. Bougainville video. Bougainville. I'm so excited. Maybe Alberta? No. That is not happening. There's no cats behind me before I wheel around. I don't want to squish little baby cats. Goodness. Oh my gosh. Yes. And we're going to France that week as well. And there's a lot of big stuff coming up. What's the largest river delta in the world? Let's see who knows this. How about this? Which country has the largest river? Don't tell me because Justin, the Bangladesh one. Perfect, Justin. It's in Bangladesh. It's the Sundarbans. The Sundarbans Delta. Bangladesh. Um, which of the 7 wonders of the ancient world was destroyed in an arson in the 4th century BCE? Which of the 7 wonders of the ancient world was destroyed by arson? Not Alexandria. I know that's kind of like a myth, but it wasn't arson. Oh, for real? Yeah, Rose. Not Halicarnassus, not the Hanging Garden. We don't even know if the Hanging Gardens were real. We have no proof of the Hanging Gardens existing. The Colossus fell into the sea. It was the Temple of Artemis. Good job to Justin. Artemis was intentionally burned down. It's very sad. Temple of Artemis. But yeah, the the Library of Alexandria was it was damaged in a fire, but not completely destroyed. But then the books were all lent out to other libraries, and it just kind of faded into obscurity. Was it made of wood? No, I guess it was flammable though. Oh gosh, we have Justin's. You're right, Justin Jansen and Justin's here. Okay, so we're gonna have Justin and Justin. You're just Justin now. I named the Justin. Purple Justin. What do we think? Yeah, you can't be JJ either because we already have a JJ. All right. Too many Justins here. Yeah, the Andres also. We'll figure it out. Just Justin, I like that. It's tingly here too. The Dutch Justin. That's true. Oh boy. Heartseeker, you need to calm down. There's no one else named that. Can you tell me the 2 countries in South America that are not bordered by Brazil? 2 countries in South America that are not bordered by Brazil. Heartseeker says no. Chile is one of them, and Ecuador is the other. So Rose and Andre get those points. I guess Andre gets full points for getting both, but Rose got Chile first. So Chile and Ecuador are the only 2 countries in South America that do not border Brazil. Veer finished. I'm proud of you, Veer. Great job. You are very fluent in Spanish. I am proud of you. Already did that one. Okay. Just an hour and 15 minutes late, but you did it. So I'm proud of you, Veer. Felicitaciones, Veer. 2 summer courses of Spanish. Holy moly, Veer. I'm proud of you. In August, there's a festival in the town of Buñol near Valencia, Spain, which includes an unusual fight with what? Bye, Mark. Thanks so much for coming to the little party. And of course, it's tomatoes. Good job to Stefan for getting that first. Tomatoes, or tomatoes everywhere else. What is Athens named after? How did Athens, Greece? Oh my gosh, Timmy just fell. Timmy, no. Get back this. Timmy, get back up there. Where's Topple? Oh. Scared me. All my animal friends. Let's see who got it first. Justin got it first. It's Athena. Athena, the goddess Athena. I don't know if this is true. Okay, according to this book, which country has the most rivers? Let me verify this. I don't know if I believe that. Country with most rivers. Whoa. Really? Which country has the most rivers? See, now Google's saying different things because how do you classify a river? How do you classify a river? Okay, so it looks like most of the results on here say something else, but see, now here's another one. All right. All right. That's crazy. All right, let's see what you guys say. So I saw one. Okay, most results are saying Russia. So Veer's got Russia. The book says Bangladesh. So Justin has Bangladesh. But then there's a source on here that says, let's see if anyone got that one. Yeah, Veer says Brazil. It says Brazil has the most rivers. So Dutch Justin got Bangladesh. Welcome. Good day, Dr. Pickle. Very good to have you here. Very good to have you here. You see, now I'm not saying Bangladesh doesn't have a lot of rivers, but does it have the most rivers? Questionable. Right? If it's a tributary, is it a river? I think it just depends on your definition of rivers. Let's move on. Can you tell me what's the largest country with no rivers? No permanent rivers. What is the largest country with no permanent rivers? It is not Algeria. It's Saudi Arabia. Good job to Colonial. It is Saudi Arabia. No rivers in Saudi Arabia. Algeria has lots of rivers. Saudi Arabia does not have any rivers. That's like during the hot times, there are no rivers. In the rainy times, we'll have wadis, underwater wells, but no rivers. In which country were the skeletal remains of Lucy found? That one desert in China, if it became its own country of 3 non-permanent people. I don't think China would ever allow any part of it to break off and become its own country. And it is Ethiopia. Good job to Veer for getting that first. Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Australopithecine Lucy. I don't know how to rephrase this to not make it a... Okay, how about we just make it a multiple choice then? I'm trying to reword it to not make it multiple choice, but I can't, but it's a good question. Let's see. Let me put this down here. That's a good question. Goodness, there we go. They didn't get Ethiopia. I don't watch that one nearly as much as I watch History of Japan. It's like the history of the entire world is not nearly as funny as History of Japan. Out of these mountains, can you tell me which one is a tabletop mountain? Obviously, Table Mountain is not on here because that's too obvious, but don't say it in the chat. Which one of these is a tabletop mountain? A tabletop mountain. Don't put it in the chat. Vote for it in the poll. The sun is a deadly laser. Which one is a tabletop mountain? I always sing, how about Sunrise Land? Now, listen. We just looked at this mountain on Google Earth. So, Veer, if you don't know, that means you haven't been keeping up on videos because we literally looked at this mountain not too long ago. We can make a religion out of it. We literally went to this mountain on Google Earth weeks ago. That's okay. Veer's a very busy student. That is true. Stefan tapped the wrong answer. I'm sorry, Stefan. There's like no way to take it back. All right, let's see what the poll says. I'm going to end it. If you haven't voted, go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And Stefan even watched the video where we went to the mountain. But the chat got it. It is Mount Roraima. Mount Roraima is a tepui on the border of Venezuela, Guyana, and Brazil. It's the highest point in Venezuela and I believe Guyana. And technically the highest point in Brazil, but Pico Neblina is the highest point entirely within Brazil. So they usually say that's the highest mountain in Brazil, but Mount Roraima is higher and is technically in Brazil. It was definitely in National Geographic. Yeah, check out my video on Bolivar, Venezuela, if you want to see the tepuis on Google Earth, because they look so cool on Google Earth. Dr. Pickle saw a TV show about it. Yeah, it's so neat. And apparently I read when I was researching Bolivar that you can walk up Mount Roraima. I don't know how, but they're saying it's the only tepui with a walking path and you can walk to the top of Mount Roraima. Goals, like I want to do that with God's help, right? I don't know how they do it, but they say you can just hike to the top of Mount Roraima. You need a guide because it's in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, can you tell me in which country you can find the oldest planted tree? A bunch of kids were climbing to the pinnacle. That's crazy, Dr. Pickle. Not Lebanon, not Iran, not Japan. How did it get perfectly cut like that? It's like sea levels and I didn't get into it in my video, but it has to do with like how plate tectonics and things like that. You guys are way off, by the way. Not China, not Palestine, not Greece, not England, not Italy. If I tell you why this tree was planted, that would give you a hint. Not the US, not Syria. Should I tell you why this tree was planted? This tree was planted because it is a branch, hold on, someone's got it, but I'll explain it. When you take a cutting from a tree to replant it, it's a cutting from the Bodhi tree that the Buddha became enlightened underneath. And that tree is in Sri Lanka. Good job, Veer, for guessing Sri Lanka. That tree is in Sri Lanka. Because when they became Buddhist, they became crazy Buddhist. Back in thousands of years ago. They went hard on Buddhism, extreme collectors of Buddhist things. Which is fair. What is the largest city in the Pacific time zone where I live? I'm in the Pacific time zone. The Ship of Theseus thing, I guess so. Veer tried to get that first, but then Michael got it in. It is Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the largest city in the Pacific time zone. Los Angeles, where I'm going next month. I'm excited. I'm going to go see my bestie who had a baby in January. So she has work stuff she has to do and can't find a caretaker for the baby. So she called me. I'm going to go watch the baby. I can't wait. So excited. I know, Veer. I was wondering, why are they sending L and then A? But, oh well. You're welcome, Michael. I understand what you're trying to say, so abbreviations work. Eat street tacos? Probably. If we have time. I don't know what the agenda is when I'm there. I'm going to be there for 4 or 5 days, but we'll see. I do want to film some stuff because because she's not in LA, she's in Santa Monica, right? So I'm going to film around Santa Monica for the California video coming up later this year. Dutch Justin's going to bed. 15-hour shift. You deserve it. You deserve it. Justin, go get some sleep. Oh no, Stefan, you guys are my besties. No, it's just I've known her longer, so I'm going to go to visit her. I haven't seen her since when I was last to Disneyland in 2019. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. She helped me move from California to Reno. She flew up and helped me move. So I have not seen her since 2022. I've not seen my best friend in like almost 3 years. So like 2.5 years. So she's had a whole baby since then. Anyway. Anyway. Adios, Justin. From one Justin to another. You guys are cute. We've made Justin friends. Can you tell me which U.S. state is closest to Africa by air? Oh no, Veer hasn't seen them since 2019. They're best friend. I'm sorry. Andre's got this first. It is Maine. Good job to Andre for getting it first. Maine is the closest to Africa by air. Oh no, Heartseeker. Yeah, maybe the wine was a bad idea. Exactly, Andre. I agree. I love this kind of stuff. Where can you find... Or I guess you could just tell me the name of it. What is the largest national park in the world? What is the largest national park in the world? Nice, Veer. And it is Greenland. Yes, it is Greenland National, or it's called Northeast Greenland National Park. But it's pretty much like almost the entire island. Like any places that aren't inhabited is national park. Absolutely massive. Greenland National Park. I'm not going to say the name of this place because it's going to give it away. In which country can you find the only stadium that lies exactly on the equator, so each team can defend one hemisphere? I haven't had a drink since ever. I've never had a drink in my whole life. Not Paraguay, not Ecuador. It's in Brazil. Brazil has a stadium on the equator. The line in the middle is literally the equator. That's so funny. So there's a northern hemisphere team and a southern hemisphere team. That's great. That's great. Can you tell me, speaking of hemispheres, what's the only country that is located in all 4 hemispheres? The only country in all 4 hemispheres is Kiribati. Good job to Veer. It is Kiribati. 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 The sun on the summer solstice is right on it. Oh, you'd be blinded. Kiribati is in the Pacific Ocean. It's a series of islands. It's a very large scatter of islands. So they're located in the north, south, east, and west hemisphere. And my favorite fact about Kiribati is that when the colonizers arrived, they called it Christmas Island. And so the word for Christmas in the local language is Kiribati. Christmas, Kiribati. So when they got independence, they went by Kiribati. But it's spelled like that. It's spelled with an I at the end. It's pronounced Kiribati. Okay, so here we go. In the state of Texas, the top 3 most spoken languages are English, Spanish, and what? The top 3 languages of Texas. Not Hindi, not German, not Arabic, not French. This is a language you wouldn't expect. Not Diné. Not Mandarin. Not Navajo. It is not a Native American language. It's Vietnamese. Good job, Stefan. Vietnamese. English, Spanish, Vietnamese is number 3. How interesting is that? That's pretty cool. I like that fact. Here's one for Veer. This is one of Veer's hyperfixations. In which desert can you find the Chinchorro mummies, the oldest artificially mummified human remains? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, lots of Vietnamese moved to Dallas-Fort Worth area in the 70s. That makes sense. And of course, Veer knows it's the Atacama Desert. Yeah, this one's for Veer because Veer and I love the Chinchorro mummies. They're so interesting. Yes, the Atacama Desert. Atacama Desert. What nickname is given to the Darvaza gas crater in Turkmenistan? What nickname is given to the Darvaza gas crater in Turkmenistan? Veer's going to buy a book about them in Spanish. That's a great idea. And Veer's got it. It's the gateway to hell, or the door to hell, it says in my book. Same difference. The gate to hell. Good job, Veer. The gate to hell. Oh, interesting. There's a question here about tepuis, but it's another translation, and I don't want to do another translation. Hello, Ekram. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we go. Kilauea volcano is believed to be the home of which Hawaiian deity? Kilauea volcano is the home to which deity? It is Pele. Good job, too, Veer. The answer is Pele, the goddess of volcanoes. Pele, Pele, Pele. In the 4th century BCE, India was the first country to mine what? My lipstick is falling off. I've got the long-lasting lipstick on. This is about as long-lasting as it goes. Diamonds. Good job to Veer. They were the first country to mine diamonds. Diamonds. Good job, Veer. According to the law, yeah, we are on hard mode. According to the law, what are you prohibited from doing in the Norwegian archipelago of Svalbard? They would have loved Rihanna. Goodness, Stefan. You're not allowed to die. Good job to Veer. You are forbidden from dying in Svalbard, committing a crime. I think that's everywhere, Justin. Yeah, you're not allowed to die in Svalbard because they can't bury you. If it's wintertime, it is impossible to dig a hole to bury you. They have to ship you off the island. So it's just illegal to die. The mic's cracking. I don't hear any. Do you guys hear cracking? Crackling? Anyone? C'est vrai. Yes, a little bit. Oh no, I'm not hearing anything. I don't know how to fix that if I can't hear it. It stopped. Okay. I'll just be very careful. I'll stay a little farther. Maybe that's why. Maybe I was too close. Tell me where in the world you can find cenotes, which are a natural pit or sinkhole exposing groundwater. Mexico. Yes, I guess so. They're going for the Yucatan Peninsula, but I'll take Mexico. That's easier to say. Mexico. So who pays the fine? I guess the family, like your family, whoever's receiving you. I want to go to Faircraft. I want to go to Mexico. I've never ever been. I'm going to eat a hot Cheeto. I want to go cave diving there, but a loose connection. So, I'm listening. I don't hear anything. Nothing's loose. There's only one plug for this microphone. Justin's been there. That's awesome. I don't know how to fix the crackle, you guys, because I can't hear any crackle. So it's probably something on your end. We're not going to talk about getting stuck in caves. I don't want that at all. I don't even want to think about getting stuck in caves. No, thank you. You know how I feel about spooky caves. Let's see. Can you tell me what Johann Ludwig Burckhardt discovered in the 19th century? It says, in the 19th century, a Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt was the first one to discover what? I should say he was the first European to find this because people had built it and lived in it for a long time. Not Abu Simbel. It was Petra. Good job to Andre. He found Petra and went, whoa, this is awesome. Because it had been intentionally hidden from Europeans by the peoples that lived there. So they didn't want anyone else messing with it. Now it's a huge tourist thing, right? In which U.S. city can you find the Neon Museum? Oh, he also found Abu Simbel. That's crazy. So you were right. Good job, Veer, for fact checking. Europeans, when they discover a place full of people, like we found it. It is not in New York. It is not in Chicago. It is in Las Vegas. Good job, Andre. The Neon Museum, Las Vegas. Get it? Neon Museum, because there's a lot of neon in Las Vegas. It's only open at night, so you'd see it all. I mean, go in the day, but it's open at night, so you can see it all lit up. They light up all the neon signs. Hello. Loud truck going by. What is the oldest airline in the world still operating under its original name? It is KLM. Good job to Andre for getting that. KLM in the Netherlands. I don't think has ever changed its name, right? KLM. All right. The world's longest road is the Pan American Highway. Where can you find the world's second longest road? It's in, that'd be kind of a hint. It's not Siberia, not Russia. The world's second longest road, not China. It's in Australia. Good job, Andre. I was about to say it's in a country, but then that would kind of give it away, right? Australia. It's Highway 1 in Australia, or the Big Lap, it's called. It goes around the entire country. The Big Lap. All right. We already kind of asked that one. I'm trying to find some good ones. They aren't terribly hard. You should get a driver's license, Veer. It's great. I love driving. I love driving so much. I just our family lives in Walla Walla, which is 3 hours from here, right? Our little nephew has his first birthday party this weekend, and we'd been planning to go, but now it's like, oh, now we have a kitten that we can't board because she's not fully vaccinated. So what do we do? So I'm going to, I'm sorry, Rose. I'm so sorry. They're going to leave the day before. I'm going to drive there in the morning, go to the party, and then just drive back so I can not leave the cats alone for so long. And they're like, are you sure you want to drive for 6 hours? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds fantastic. Just me, the road, just gunning it. That sounds great. Of course I'm going to drive 6 hours. It sounds awesome. Go to a 1-year-old's birthday party in the middle. It sounds great to me. I'm like, okay, for sure. Yeah, Washington's great, but I drive through like the ugliest part of Washington where it's a lot of nothing. It's just very empty land, which is apparently formed by the Missoula floods that I've learned about. That also formed the lake that I live next to, Lake Coeur d'Alene. Because Montana used to have a giant glacier during the Ice Age, and then one day it cracked, and this reservoir of glacial water just like went all across Idaho and Washington and like wiped out a lot of stuff. So I'm driving like through what used to be a huge flood of water. So it's like just flat nothing. Like there's no trees. It's just nothing. It's been wiped out during the Ice Age. It's a bunch of nothing. But anyway, back to the quiz. Find one that's not like horrible, horrible. What was the first national park to be established in the world? Gosh, we only have no way. We have 17 minutes left. Justin's got it. It's Yellowstone. Good job too, Justin. It is Yellowstone. Yellowstone, Yellowstone, Yellowstone. Tenerife is part of which island archipelago? I can't believe I've been here for 6 hours with a brief interlude when the internet went out. And it is in the Canaries. Good job too, Andre. It's in the Canary Islands. Canary Islands. Canary Islands. What is the nearest galaxy to the Milky Way? What is the nearest galaxy to the Milky Way? Milky Way, Milky Way. It is the Andromeda. Good job to Andre. It is the Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda Galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy. All right, I won't ask for the specific place, but according to Guinness World Records, where can you find the windiest place on Earth? That's true, Hearthseeker. 32. I'm a bit older than you. But we definitely grew up in the same time, right? That is not Wellington, not the Faroe Islands, not Chicago either, even though Chicago is very windy. The windiest place on Earth, which we actually briefly mentioned at like the very start of this stream, but Dr. Pickle knows it's Antarctica. Good job, Dr. Pickle. It is Antarctica. 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 Wow, a bit of hot Cheeto is in my throat. That was very painful. Oh my gosh, I need some water. Hold on. I got a good question too. Oh, all right. So the Korowai indigenous group live in tree houses as high as 45 meters off the ground. #goals. Which country are they from? Trade out for you. Well, yeah, Hearthseeker, I know. This is a special party. Normally, I would not be eating this. Not Brazil, not Indonesia, not Malaysia, not the Philippines. Yeah, I do not. This is not a thing I eat frequently. Used to be. Yeah, I do not eat hot Cheetos very often at all. It is not Sweden. So full of judgment. Yeah, this is not a typical snack for me whatsoever. This is party food. This is celebration food. Also, it's fun challenge food. It is Papua New Guinea. Good job, Veer. Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea. I'm going to eat these hot Cheetos. I got Cheetos are yummy. Golden Sriracha Doritos. But not that good. That's unfortunate. I don't mind Sriracha. In which country can you find the world's tallest statue? One chip challenge? No, Michael. One chip challenge is too hard. Country. It's not China, actually. Not Ghana, not Senegal. It is India. Good job, Fire Bro. It is India. The Statue of Unity in India. All right. Ekram just watched a reel about it. Oh, Ekram, I'm sorry. Oh, you knew it, but you didn't realize you knew it. Way bigger than the Buddhas that were in Afghanistan, Heartseeker. Like, far bigger than those. Like, crazy big. This one's interesting. So, aurochs. Aurochs are an extinct species of basically like gigantomous buffalo. They went extinct until in the 17th century, apparently. But what was the last country that they were found in before they went extinct? Aurochs. Which, your hint. Oh, except I don't need to because Hannah already knows it's Poland. Good job, Hannah. Poland is the answer. Poland's the last place that aurochs lived before they went extinct. Your hint was going to be that, you see European cave paintings. They painted aurochs like crazy. Hey, Night. Alessia. Alessia, so good to see you. Alessia, your requested video about Iraq is going to be up very soon, and there's a kitten in it. So enjoy that for members only videos. Let me eat this real quick. So, in 1935, in the United States, was an event called Black Sunday. What was it? Just name your son Orok. It's not a terrible name for a human, Orok. You call him Rocky for sure. Oh, it hit the back of my throat. Oh, 1935, so it's not the Wall Street crash. Black Sunday was the Dust Bowl. Good job, Michael. It was a massive, massive dust storm during the Dust Bowl. It's like the most devastating dust storm during the Dust Bowl. Good job, Michael, and Andre too. All right, here's another translation one because I feel like it. The Inuit, indigenous people of the Arctic. What does Inuit mean in their language? And I mean, yeah, but not like a dust storm, Veer. Goodness. It means the people. Good job, Veer. People. Exactly. It means the people. All right, Heartseeker, I think you've had enough. I think it's time to put the wine down. I think it might be time. All right. Jamhuri Day is the independence holiday for which country? It's held on December 12th. It's this country's Independence Day. Jamhuri Day. Some more mead. They're drinking wine. It is not Iran. It is not India. Hey, girl. Welcome. Sorry, I'm about to leave in like 10 minutes, but welcome. It is Kenya. Good job too, Veer. It is Kenya. Kenya's holiday. Let me double check something before I ask this question. Make sure, like, is this? Yeah, it's okay. This is an island and a city. I was like, is this a city or an island? It is both. Which Japanese city did karate originate from? Same name as an island. Sorry, girl, jumped the gun. It's not Karate Island. It's Okinawa. Good job too, Fire Bro. It's Okinawa. Good job, you guys. Okinawa. Which country is known by or is nicknamed the Rainbow Nation? The Rainbow Nation is which country? South Africa. Good job, Veer. That is South Africa. Which country produces 50% of the world's cocoa, as in chocolate? Not the DRC. 50% of the world's chocolate. Not Ghana. Ghana's like number 2, I think, after this country. No one's got it yet. It's Cote d'Ivoire. Good job, Andre. Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire is where most of the world's chocolate is made. Which country is nicknamed the Kingdom of the Sky? Because it is a kingdom and it is at an extremely high elevation. It is not Bhutan. It is not Ethiopia. The Kingdom of the Sky is which country? Not Nepal. It is Lesotho. Good job, too, girl. It is Lesotho. Good job, girl. Lesotho. Should be Bhutan. Lesotho, the Kingdom of the Sky. From 1603 to 1868, Japan experienced sakoku. What was sakoku? Sakoku. What was sakoku? From 1603 to 1868, and it was their period of isolation. Good job too, Andre. They locked themselves away from the rest of the world except for the Dutch. They could visit one island in Nagasaki, and that is it. That is it. Until 1868. Hello, Flamethrower Radio. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, we are running out of time. Your sisters got back from Japan. I'm so jealous. Which city has the most skyscrapers? Which city has the most skyscrapers? Ekram's brother just came back from Japan. And girl knows it's Hong Kong. Good job too, girl. The answer is Hong Kong. Hong Kong has the most skyscrapers. Which country is nicknamed Open the Country? Stop having it be closed. Which country is nicknamed the land of poets and thinkers? The land of poets and thinkers. It's extra wobbly now. I should be leaning on it. Not Arabia, not England, not Greece, not France. I think it's supposed to be Iran. No, not Iran. The land of poets and thinkers. Poets and thinkers. It says because of its rich literary and intellectual history. Not Italy. The land of poets and thinkers. It is Germany. Good job too, Veer. The answer is Germany. Germany. In which country can you find the critically endangered Marsican brown bear? In which country can you find the Marsican brown bear? Not Russia. Hello, baby. You want to say goodbye to everyone? We're leaving in a few minutes. Not Nepal. Come here, kitten. Where's your papers? Where's all your... I gotta get another post-it note out. It is Italy. Good job, Veer. Italy. Okay. I've wasted so many post-it notes on this cat. Come here. She's having a scratch. A lot of these questions were in the other book. To which continent? In which continent can you find a vicuña? Come here, baby. Which continent can you find a vicuña? Come here. A little closer, please. It is South America. Good job to girl. Vicuñas look like little tiny llamas. They're really cute. They're camelids. Come here, baby. She's like, no, you're going to grab me. All right, I got to grab a kitten. Kitten. Channel members, drop your kitten emojis. You have new kitten emojis of the kitten. And my jet jaguar. Oh, it's Bonnie. Bonnie. Bonnie for Miss Bonnie Poos. I gotta get kitten cam back up. Kitten cam for the last 5 minutes of the stream. Kitten. Maybe. Kitten, our favorite animal after the white wolf. How'd you do that? If you're a channel member, you get special emojis for the chat. Only channel members can put pictures of my cats up in the chat. It is one of the many perks of my channel members. It's pretty awesome. Oh, girl. That's right. I didn't turn the blanket off. Oh, sorry, Michael. Yeah, Pepsi Cola just joined today. Best club. I agree. It's a pretty awesome place. On which Nile? I was going to say which river, and I said the Nile. The answer was the Nile. Really cool. It's going to be in which river can you find the Aswan High Dam? And I said it wrong. Whoops. Which country's leader is the Taysok? I'm pretty sure that's how you say that, right? Taysok? Taysok? It is Ireland. Good job to Andre. The answer is Ireland. We got 3 minutes. Oh my gosh. In which city can you find the tallest building in Europe? Ekram, apparently it means chief or leader. I guess in ancient Celtic, I suppose. Not Moscow. Not Giza. In Europe. Europe. The tallest building in Europe is not Pisa, not London, not Berlin, not Frankfurt, not Paris, not Copenhagen, not Berlin, not Krakow. Who's going to get it? Not Istanbul, not Amsterdam, not Rome, not Munich, not Abu Dhabi. Europe, guys. Europe, so not Ankara. You guys were like really close and then you went way off. Not Madrid. Burt Reynolds is here, not Madrid. Not Budapest, not Barcelona, not Dakar. Remember, tallest in Europe. Europe. Not Bucharest, not Cologne, not Belgrade. St. Petersburg, yes. Okay, Yera, is that how you say your name? Yera, it is St. Petersburg with Hannah right behind. St. Petersburg. In which country can you find the tallest empty building? The tallest unused building in the world. Which country is it in? Country. Not China. Veer knows it's North Korea with Andre right behind. North Korea. It's the Ryugyong Hotel. Completely empty. All right, we have 1 minute left, so this is going to be the last question. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. This flew by, and someone was saying, like, are you sure you're going to do 6 hours? Like, yeah, that's fine. This felt like 2 hours. This felt like my 2-hour streams. You're very welcome. So let's see. When do 1 solid minute of kitty stream, right? Close up on kitten. Kitten close up. Oh, wait, it's hitting my Red Bull can, my empty Red Bull can. Kitten. So, I'm not sure when the next trivia stream is going to be. Oh, kitten. I will let you guys know on my community post. I'll figure that out later today when I'm going live next. So I'll let you know, but I don't have a calendar in front of me right now anymore. So I have a cat in front of me now. So I can't figure that out at the moment, but I will soon. And I'll let you know when we're doing trivia again. It may not be until, I was about to say next month, but next month is in like 3 days. So it may not be until like the end of May, but I'll definitely let you know. Bonnie Blue. She's going to be so much bigger by then. That's so not fair. All right, kitten time's over. Back to me. Last question. From 1916 to 1961, the flag of Tanganyika depicted what animal on it? The flag of Tanganyika depicted what animal? Back when Tanganyika was a thing, not a lion, not a jaguar, not a rooster, definitely not a kangaroo. It was a giraffe. Good job to Andre. Andre's got the last question of the night. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Goodness, I can't believe I spent all day. 6 hours has gone by. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you all so much. Have a great time. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, letting me hit 25,000 subscribers. That's amazing. We will do this again for 30,000. Hopefully that will be sooner than later. But we'll have a fun little 2-hour trivia stream probably around this time next month. I will let you know the details. It all depends on my family's schedule. Channel members, you have your own 25K emoji. Now's the last time to use it because I'm going to delete it after this stream. So use your 25K emoji while you can because it's gone after this stream. 25K, 25K. Thank you all so much. I'll let you guys have a minute. Always welcome for the trivia, Dr. Pickle. Remember my old keyboard when the A stopped working? Your emoji challenge? No, you should be able to click something just under the chats to make the emojis pop up. You should. I love all the confetti. Bye, Anthony. And thank you, Michael. I'm going back up to the chat. Thank you, Flamethrower. Thank you, Ekram Guten Nacht. Thank you, Renato, very much. Guten Nacht, Hearthseeker. Let me go back through. Well, I was looking at the cat. All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, girls got it. You got the emojis. The cat emojis are staying. It's the 25K one is going to go. I'm definitely not getting rid of the little cats. Look at my baby. Look how sleepy she is. She's very tired now. She touched the hot blanket and that was it. The cats are staying. Don't you worry. Thank you, Michael. Buenas noches. I'm going to let girl play with the emojis for a bit before I go. But again, thank you all. Be sure to check out my video that was posted 2 hours ago. Can you believe it was 2 hours ago? About the Silk Road. We got some good stuff coming up for you this week. We got some great stuff coming up for you next week. Channel members can already watch all of this week's videos. They're already all on YouTube for you to enjoy. So if you just joined, channel members, Tuesday through Friday's video are ready for you to watch. And next Monday's video will probably be up tonight. So anyway, I just heard my brother wake up because I told him to wake up at 4. Sorry, TLS. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have to go. Bye, you guys. Thank you all so much for playing along. Bye, everyone. Thank you again. Bye-bye.